If I sound too loud, give me turn it down.
Yeah.
Good evening from Crawfordsville High School on the Athenian football field, where tonight your Crawfordsville Athenians host the Vikings from West Vigo. West Vigo winners last week, Athenians falling at Greencastle. This evening, before we get close to action even, we're going to honor the seniors from this 2021 graduating class.
That's right.
And Brian, I know you've got a list of these guys here. This is Dan Welliver along with Brian Saunders, and we have done this before, but only in baseball before, Brian.
That's
so
right.
Bear with us, folks. We hope that we can bring you good news this evening.
That's right. We're thankful to be playing high school sports, and so tonight I'm just going to run through the list of seniors, and then we're going to go live with the PA announcer, Rory Cheney, as soon as they get ready to announce the seniors along with their parents. So the senior football players for the Athenians, this class of 2021, as Dan Welliver mentioned, is Keegan Abney, and he's a 4-year football player. Caleb Belt also played football for 4 years at Crawfordsville. Peyton Busenbark is another senior linebacker that you'll hear his name and number called a lot tonight. Jayden Clark is a 2-year football player for the Athenians. Eli French is back out. Dan, I coached him in 8th grade. I think that was the last time he's played football, and he's back out this year and starting on the line. Andrew Martin is the next senior. Trey Mclaughlin. Both those guys have played Andrew played for 4 years. This is Trey's first year playing football. Coach Slicker's been recruiting in the hallways, obviously. Moises Mora, we were talking about him before. He's not cleared to play yet, but he is a senior that's also out. He's been on the team for 2 years. Noah Nelson is another senior, and he's been on the football team. This is his 4th year as well. Jack Pendleton, cleared to play, did not get to play last week, but will be playing tonight on senior night against the Vikings. Nate Schrader also cleared to play and back on the field for the Athenians. And then the final senior will be Corbin Smith, along with his parents. And so it looks like, Dan, they're getting ready and lining up down there. And they will be marching here in front of what is a good crowd, all spread out through the stands. Looks like West Vigo is a little sparse over there across the field.
Yeah, they are, but this is beautiful evening, although it be a little bit hot, Brian. But it is now very much blue sky out there, even though looking on the radar earlier, we saw a lot of rain, but we're looking good now.
Yeah. Thankful that we are getting to play tonight, and Dan, we were just talking about that sun's nice and high in the sky, so it's not shooting right across in our eyes just yet.
Not yet. We'll have to lower the blinds maybe just a little. You're up in the air, though. I don't know. Well, we got another low seat here. Maybe I can drop you down to my level.
Yep, I have to do that.
Well, listen, Brian, while we're waiting here, we might go ahead and thank Austin Hecky for being our cameraman tonight. Young sophomore, young man that I think he's got a little experience doing this, and so we're looking for a good picture tonight. And we're breaking in a new helper up here this evening. My bride of about 62 years, Judy Walder, is over here, and she's going to keep the right score up on the board for you. And hopefully the score will be weighted to the Athenian side this contest.
Wear those keys out on that keyboard. So they're getting ready now. They're actually not going to march the seniors out. They're going to line them up. Looks like every 5 yards on the football field. And you can see that on the screen, of course. And we will zoom in as they announce each one of the senior along with his parents. And we're hoping it picks up the loudspeaker loud and clear for all of you listening in as we announce seniors. I'm going to read through the list of cheerleaders as well. There are 4 senior cheerleaders: Isabella Fowler, Kimberly Holt, Carly Fletterer, and Sydney Robbins. And then the football manager is Morgan Hutchison, who's also a senior, and she'll be escorted. So those are all the seniors being recognized tonight: 12 football players, 1 football manager, and 4 varsity cheerleaders that will be recognized.
You know, Brian, we have a pretty nice balance of classes this year. We have, I think I counted exactly the same number of sophomores and juniors, which
that's good.
I believe the number is 11, but don't hold me to that.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, here we go.
Yep.
We're going to turn it over to PA announcer Rory Cheney.
We would like to take this opportunity to recognize the senior cheerleaders, managers, and football players for the class of 2021. First, the cheerleaders. Isabella Fowler. Isabella is escorted by her mother, Elizabeth Fowler. Isabella has been a varsity member of the Athenian cheer squad for 4 years and was a gymnastics manager for 1 year. Her future plans are to attend an undecided college and study early childhood education. Isabella Fowler. Kimberly Holt. Kimberly is escorted by her father, Chris Latreille, and stepmother, Fee Priesner. Kimberly has participated in 2 years of varsity cheerleading and has earned 3 varsity letters in gymnastics. Her future plans are to attend Ball State University to study elementary education. Kimberly Holt. Carly Flutterer. Carly is escorted by her mother, Stephanie Reith, and her father, Jason Flutterer. Carly has been a 3-year member of the CHS gymnastics team and has been a 4-year member of the cheerleading squad. Her future plans are to become a pharmacist technician and study at an undecided university. Carly Flutterer. Sydney Robbins. Sydney is escorted by her mother, Brittany Robbins, and her father, Neil Robbins. Sydney has earned 7 letters at CHS, 2 years of cheerleading, 4 years of gymnastics, and 3 years in choir. Her future plans are to attend Ball State University and study elementary education. Sydney Robbins. Our football manager, Morgan Hutchison. Morgan is escorted by her parents, Amy and Pat Hutchison. Morgan has been a manager for the Athenian football team for 2 years, earning 2 letters. Her future plans are to attend Texas A&M to study either vet tech or sports medicine. Morgan Hutchison. And for our football players, Keegan Abney. Keegan is escorted by his parents, Audra and Terry Abney. Keegan has played football for 4 years for the Athenians, earning 2 letters, and played baseball for 3 years. His future plans are to attend Purdue University for pre-dentistry and then attend IUPUI for dental school. Keegan Abney. Caleb Belt. Caleb is escorted by his mother, Susan Belt. Caleb has played football for all 4 years at CHS and has earned 1 varsity letter. His future plans are to attend IU and major in business. Caleb Belt. Peyton Busenbark. Peyton is escorted by his parents, Lisa and Scott Busenbark. Peyton has lettered in football for 4 years and participated in 2 years of track and field. His future plans are to attend IUPUI and major in paramedic science. Peyton Busenbark. Jayden Clark. Jayden is escorted by his mother, Carmen Clark. Jayden has participated in football at CHS for 2 years, earning 1 letter. His future plans are to attend either Purdue University or IU. Jayden Clark. Eli French. Eli is escorted by his parents, Chastity and Aaron French. This is Eli's first year on the Athenian football team. He's also participated in the basketball program, and his future plans are to study physical therapy at an undecided university. Eli French. Andrew Martin. Andrew is escorted by his mother, Stephanie Wethington, and his father, Jesse Martin. Andrew has lettered all 4 years as a member of the Athenian football team and has been a 4-year member of the baseball and basketball teams at CHS. His future plans are to study business at an undecided university. Andrew Martin. Trey Mclaughlin. Trey is escorted by his mother, Angel Roberts. This is Trey's first year participating in football at CHS. He's been a member of the Athenian basketball team for 2 years. His future plans are to study business at IUPUI. Trey Mclaughlin. Moises Mora. Moises is escorted by his parents Cecilia and Moises Mora. Moises has participated in 2 years of football at CHS, earning 2 letters, and 2 years of wrestling, earning 2 letters. His future plans are to become an entrepreneur. Moises Mora. Noah Nelson. Noah is escorted by his parents Summer and Jason Nelson. Noah has participated on the football team for 4 years, the track and field team for 3 years, and has been a wrestling manager for 2 years, earning 1 letter. Noah's future plans are undecided at this time. Noah Nelson. Jack Pendleton. Jack is escorted by his parents Gina Ann and Mike Pendleton. Jack has participated in the Athenian football team for 3 years, earning 2 letters, and has been a member of the swimming and diving team all 4 years. Jack's future plans are undecided at this time. Jack Pendleton. Nate Schrader. Nate is escorted by his parents Andrea and Matt Schrader. Nate is lettered all 4 years as a member of the Athenian football team, has participated on the basketball team all 4 years, earning 1 letter, and earning 2 letters as a member of the track and field team. Nate's future college plans are undecided at this time. Nate Schrader. Corbin Smith. Corbin is escorted by his parents Michelle and Scott Smith and his brother Connor Smith. Corbin has played football at CHS all 4 years, earning 2 letters, has been a 2-year member of the track and field team, and played baseball and basketball for 1 year. Corbin's future plans are to attend Ball State University and study education. Corbin Smith. On behalf of Coach Slicker, the football staff at CHS, faculty and administration at Crawfordsville High School, we want to wish these young men and women the best of luck in the rest of their senior years and beyond. We'd also like to take this opportunity to thank their parents for their support over the years. They raised some excellent young adults who will be very successful moving forward. Best of luck to the class of 2021 football seniors at Crawfordsville High School.
And there you have it, the senior class of this 2020 Athenian football team. 11
football players out there, seniors this year.
Yeah.
I was mentioning earlier, maybe a good balance, and I believe looking through the roster, I saw 12 freshmen and 11 sophomores and 9 juniors to go along with those 11 seniors.
Well, that's exciting.
Hey, Mr. Cheney, a great job on the intro there. By the way, that reminds me, I was talking about working up here before when his son was a 7th grader. He and I did one of those 7th grade games up here.
Yeah.
And good to see that young man still out there on the field.
Yep. Evan's playing well. He'll be fun to watch. And of course, Roy was a standout at Tri-West and quarterback and safety, and ended up playing safety at Butler.
Well, we've got 12 minutes before we get to kickoff time here, Brian, so we got a little time to maybe hit a little stat and a little bit of an overview of what might take place here this evening.
Yeah, let's start with some other Athenian sports, Dan, then we'll work our way into football, and you can talk about last week you went to the game at Greencastle.
I did indeed.
So we'll jump in there, but let me get you up to speed on the rest of the Athenian fall sports seasons, and we'll start with the cross-country team, coached by Coach Craig, and with cross-country this year, these are her comments. She actually sent me some comments. I'm going to read those from Coach Craig, and we'll talk about kind of how their season is going, but right now they are off this weekend, which is a rare weekend off, but that's what they're doing this weekend. The kind of a lead runner for the boys team is Ryan Miller. He's moved up, and with a spot on varsity, has had great times, are the comments that Coach Craig made for the last 2 weekends, and really has a promising future as an Athenian distance runner. And I know those guys trained all summer long. I mean, you see that Athenian distance team. We have our daughter's a sophomore, so we get to see some of those, especially those girls around, at least Widmer and some of those teams, and they are up early and training hard, and they go on long runs, and they're fast. So fun to watch. On the girls' side, Hallie Smith has come out strong. She's a senior this year, and she's doing really well and looks good. On the girls' side, looks to be the leader for the Athenians, and the next competition for them is a South Invite, and that's on Tuesday. So good luck to the Athenian cross-country teams as they go down to South. And then we have also an update on volleyball. The volleyball team won again last night. We actually went in and watched that game last night. They played Seeger and swept them. They've only lost one set. They're 6-0 on the season, and so off to a great start. They lost one set to Greencastle last week, and they're kind of the opening of the season. So playing really well, look good. Some of the athletes, they recognized their seniors last night too, as everybody's trying to get that in to make sure that they can recognize their seniors before, just in case anything would happen in the season. So Allison Barton and Ariel Spencer are the two seniors on the volleyball team, so they got recognized last night and got the start. Allison's a 4-year letterman on the volleyball team. So those they look really good. They have what normally is the Athenian Invite. It was supposed to be tomorrow, and now a couple schools had to back out, so it's just Delphi that they will compete against. So they're looking forward to continuing along. And Coach Johnson had some comments about last night's game. Again, I mentioned they swept Seeger, and it was a little slow out of gate. It was 9-8 early, and then they just took over and dominated. Macy Bruton's leading the team in kills. She had 26 last night. She has 109 already on the season. And so she has come out firing, and she can put it away. And then Alex Bannon with blocks. She has 9 blocks, I think, already. And then also Lane Slicker, Coach Slicker's daughter, is a setter on the team, and she has 42 assists, I believe, already this season. So really just looking very strong out of the gate for the Athenian volleyball team. And tennis team, I believe, is 1-2. The Crawfordsville tennis team. They actually played North, but it wasn't the official county matchup. And I do know this, Dan. We scored the first county chase points. That goes along with the Journal Review. They award that county chase. So the Athenians have started off with a 2-point lead, I guess, over North and South, and they were able to beat South last night in soccer, the boys soccer team. So a strong start for those guys. So that's kind of the update there with Around the Horn with Athenian sports, and at least everybody's playing. That's what I think is refreshing.
That's great. I tell you what, these kids got an awkward situation, as do the teachers and administrators. Everybody kind of doing things obviously different than the norm, and yet once we kick this ball off tonight, everything kind of goes back to a little bit normal for a while, and that's, I think, the great thing about this athletic situation that we have. Well, we can look a little bit at last week right now, Brian, and the Athenians lost by a score of 55-14. But as I was telling you earlier, I think the score was a little bit deceptive.
Yeah.
Athenians had so many near success plays, maybe not quite catching a ball or two here and there. Some great interception attempts that didn't all come out. I think we did get one interception, but Greencastle also put the ball on the ground 4 times, I believe, and we were not able to come up with any recoveries. So there were opportunities there, and I thought in general the team, they didn't let their daughters down. They were very competitive all the way through the football game. Now, statistically, not only were the Athenians beaten on the school board, but On first downs, Greencastle had 23. The Athenians had 9. Rushing yards for Greencastle was really, really up there at 300, about 390 yards. So I think that that tells a lot of the story right there. Sure. We really couldn't stop the running game. Our rushing, it was a little bit deceptive on our rushing. We had, and I want to stop right here at this point on any stats and just talk a little bit about our young sophomore quarterback, Caden Underwood. I was really impressed with him. We had a lot of trouble with the snaps, and he was fielding balls on the first hop, and yet he did not turn the ball over one time in the ball game, neither passing the ball, running for his life in some cases, and it was show. I think he was like minus 26 on the ground, but it was not his running that caused the loss. Obviously, when you pass a lot, and I think we'll see it again tonight, this Athenian offense is going to be, it's a pass first, run second.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see that all year long. Yeah. But, that lets the other team kind of turn loose on their rush game, and they're going to blitz, and that certainly was very evident last week. And I thought overall we didn't do terrible at picking things up. Yeah. But let's face it, they're just turning things loose and coming at you, and it gets pretty tough that way. Yeah. But I just wanted to hold up our quarterback, because Underwood, again, a young sophomore player, really did a good job in there. And to point out the statistic that looks pretty decent, I think, and I had two numbers on this, but...
Wait a minute, Dan. We're going to do the national anthem.
Well, good job on the national anthem there, and we're about probably going to be another 4 minutes, I think, Brian, before we get a kickoff at least. And so let's go ahead. Let me finish up our. Let's sing the. Can you sing this song?
I cannot.
Okay, we won't sing. Can you hear it?
We'll let them play the school fight song.
Yeah, let them have it. trying to look, Brian, see what kind of student crowd we had here tonight. I've got it blocked off, but anyway. Hey, it sounded good, just as good as it did back in the 50s.
That's right.
You know, really, we really sometimes forget to give credit to our band being here and putting on the music for us. Well, listen, let me finish with Mr. Underwood here, because here's the stat that shows you what I'm talking about. He one stat I'm going to give you, because I had two, but the best one was 19 out of 30 for 175 yards. That's pretty respectable.
That's
even if
first varsity outing.
Yeah, you see, even if you were an experienced senior, that's pretty.
That's right.
So I want to say that young Mr. Underwood did his job last week. Let's hope he does again today. He wasn't the only one. There were a lot of positives out there. Athenians really didn't have too many penalties. They were 5 penalties for 35 yards, and look at Greencastle, they 14 for 160 or 15 yards penalty. Well, we hope that Athenians can keep those penalties down again tonight. As far as running, probably the runs that were the most effective was with Keegan Fields, and he looked good running the ball. You know, he's a young man. I watched run, and we've got Crawfordsville, by the way, receiving the football, Brian, to start the ball game. So we're going to see that ball in the air.
That's right. Start the ball.
But Mr. Fields likes to kind of get to the outside and fire down the sideline. But last week, a couple of times, he showed good moves cutting back to the inside, which I think you have to do. You can't always run to the sideline and outrun everybody all the time.
That doesn't work.
So that was good to see him do that. Well, I'm anxious tonight to see this passing game go again, because I was impressed how they ran these young men have practice.
Yeah.
You can tell, because it's an educated passing game we're running.
Well, I'm excited for Coach Slicker in his second season here, leading the Athenians, and just looking forward to it. Starting lineups for the Athenians, who will start on offense. We are receiving the kickoff, but the starting offense will be, we'll start with the line. Left tackle, Hutchison, number 71. Left guard, Adair, number 61. The center is Corbin Smith, number 57. The right guard is Abney, number 63. The right tackle is Eli French, number 55. And then our the skilled players, and starting at receiver, Hernandez, number 88. Fields, number 3. Powell, number 10. Michael Willis will start, number 86. And
we have officially kicked it off.
There's the kickoff by number 57. Ball taken around the 18, and we're down at the 21-yard line.
It was Andrew Martin.
Martin with he had his hands on the ball a lot last week.
But he's also starting, as I just finish out the starting lineup, and then Jayden Underwood, as you mentioned, Ann, talking about the impressive start for the sophomore quarterback for the Athenians, number 2, Jayden Underwood, will lead this offense, and here we go. And your prediction is we're going to see the ball in the air.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if we don't have a majority of plays anyway in the air. All right, here we go. Out of the gun. Motion to the left by Fields. Rolling to the left is Underwood. He's got a man out here. Ball off the hands.
86 is Michael Willis.
And that's a catch he's capable of making, but a tough catch at that.
Yeah, ball sailed a little bit when it came off Caden's out of his hands there, it looked like.
Yeah, well-run pattern, though. He was open. The ball down just a foot would have made it a relatively easy catch, I think. All right, here we go. Willis wide to the left.
Once again, comes out in the shotgun.
Fields in the backfield with Underwood. Here's the toss. Fields trying to get outside, and he's
got
off the yardage. Yeah, positive that time.
Yeah. Nice little run there, Keegan Fields.
6-yard line.
Get him 6 yards on the play, Brian. They lead 3rd down and 4. Well, they moved the sticks. Let's make it 5. 3rd and 5.
Correction, 3rd
linebacking crew there for Higgins is in the middle there for West Vigo. And number 33, Gabe McAllister, a senior.
All right. Little jump out there by the defense. Apparently not crossing the line of scrimmage. Now we've got timeout Athenians. I think Caden Underwood saw something he didn't like or felt like somebody was out of position up there.
Yeah.
But probably a wise timeout. We've got a first down here that certainly is attainable right here. Need to keep this drive going.
And don't you think it's one of the keys in following Athenian football for a while to have a third down? It's a 3rd and 5 or 3rd and that just makes such a difference. Yeah.
Not long. Well, Brian, I guess we could mention we didn't give the defensive starting lineups for West Vigo because we frankly didn't have them.
We don't have them.
And so we'll try to give those players credit as we see the play happen. But the Athenians now break the timeout huddle, and hopefully we've got things worked out. Got Martin way out to the right here, Willis to the left wide. We're using the whole width of the field, Brian.
We got them spread out for sure. It's like Hernandez out there too.
Snap, he's got time. Ball's in the air, ball's caught.
Nice.
And that ought to be an Athenian first down.
He
it's
did what you're
close,
supposed to
but
do,
he's
didn't
got
he?
it.
You get it?
Yeah, there was a little hesitation by one of the officials, but it's going to be a 1st and 10 Athenians. So
Honestly, he better run that pattern, right, to get the first down. That's the whole
there you go.
point of it, and he did it. He did what he was supposed to do.
All right, the ball on the Athenians, 33-yard line, first down 10. Just getting going here. 10 minutes, 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play.
Always good to get a first down your first drive.
Underwood with the throw over the middle, comes up short, and I'll tell you what, that was a good throw because our receiver was in between two defenders, and it was not going to end up good if he threw the ball on line to the receiver. So a nice job there. Sometimes it's better to put it on the ground and try another situation. Well, we got 2nd down 10 now.
Got Willis and Martin still spread out
Yeah,
wide.
we're going to see a lot of that.
Fields in the backfield with him still.
Here comes a blitz. Here's a running play with Fields. He's got some room. That's what we like.
Yeah.
He is using his feet a little more fancy now rather than just running a straight line for the sideline.
Really good play.
All right, 3rd and short. It's about a yard to go for that first down.
And he did not even come close to going down on first contact. That's what I was excited to see right there. Got hit and cut and
I'm
kept
interested
going.
to see, Brian, if we ever go up under center on short downs like this, but we're not going to tonight. I know that. All right, 3rd and 1.
Tempting.
All on the 42-yard line of the Athenians. The linebackers coming. They're coming hot. Throw up. Oh, that one probably should have been caught by Willis right through his hands. He had to jump a little bit. Well, let's see. Last week in this situation, we went for it on first down, Brian. So let's see if we continue to do that. And I think we're in an offensive huddle here. So yes, we're going to pick up this first down.
They run the 42-yard line.
Yes.
And 4th and 1.
It actually looks like almost more than 43.
Right.
But anyway, whatever it is, we need 1 yard. Underwood with the ball. Got a man right here. Caught by Martin. Nice job. Martin went up, used his body to protect himself from the defender, and it's an Athenian first down.
Good play. 2 first downs.
Absolutely. Real important to move that ball and get a positive start here. You know, we didn't mention the fact, this West Vigo team won last week by a real big score. I think it was 46-0, if I remember right.
You're right.
But I think they were playing like a first-year team or something.
They were Purdue Poly, and it was a game because they were supposed to play Sullivan, and that game got canceled.
Fields getting hit in the backfield. We were trying to surprise them with a first down run, and they were still playing pass, and they were blitzing. I mean, they hit 4 guys through the line real quick. So Athenians throwing for a loss now. That'll make it 2nd down and 14.
Skelton and Melville were 2 of the West Vigo defensive linemen that were in there in the Athenian backfield. So loss of about 4 there.
2nd down and 14.
All right. Underwood with Fields to his right. Fields in motion, now sets on the right side. Rolling to the right is Underwood. Looked like he might have had room there, but he's got a pass incomplete. We break loose over there and all the way down to about the 38-yard line of West Vigo. So Athenians continuing to move the football. We had a little room over there.
We did. That was Andrew Martin with the catch and run and got some yards after the catch.
Andrew with his 2nd reception.
Good job by the senior.
He's definitely a competitively minded kid.
Yeah. Every ball has been catchable except the one that he purposely threw in the ground there out of Underwood. Just keep an eye on those on the way he's throwing the ball tonight. Doing a nice job.
Again, Fields, this time to the left. He's going to get the ball in the side out here if he can break the tackle. He breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle. Still moving down inside the 30, down to about the 26-yard line. So
did not go down. Good job by Fields.
Fields really hanging tough in contact there.
For sure.
And it's too bad we didn't have the tearaway jersey.
That's right.
When did that go out of style anyway? I don't know. But, yeah.
Great job. Timeout West Vigo here because we are moving the ball.
Well, that's really great. And you know, here's the thing. West Vigo, I'm sure last week, they didn't have things going the wrong way very often, apparently.
Yeah.
And so we put them in that position early in this ball game. 7:57 remaining here in the first quarter. Athenians moving the ball. They're down to the West Vigo 26-yard line.
We'll stay here with you.
I didn't study, frankly, Brian, on the relative size between the two teams.
We match up really, really well.
I was going to say, I did talk to Son Red, and he said that he thought they matched up very well as far as size goes. And, I think most of the time when we see that, we can say, well, we got an edge because we've got more team speed.
Right. Yep, we do across the board, though, for sure. 45 guys out on the Athenian football team this year, and it's a exciting start for the Athenians here tonight, and really marching down the field. So think about this, Dan. After the 4th and 1, really just positive yardage every single play, and they're executing. And Fields doesn't have you mentioned not Fields, sorry, Underwood. Not a ton of time there, but enough time to make those quick throws.
Well, I said earlier, it's an educated passing game.
Yeah.
And that I could see quickly last week because he gets rid of the ball in a hurry, and he's pretty accurate.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Way out to the right this time is Fields. He slides right now. Underwood's going to try to ride. He's got a hole, and he moves up to about the 21-yard line.
21, maybe 22.
They're going to put it down close to the 22-yard line, maybe 22 and a half. But anyway, it's going the right way, Brian.
That's right.
We're definitely in 4-down territory now.
Nice job by Underwood, just tucking it and running, and he was pretty mobile there too.
Well, I think that was a call play.
Yeah.
That was not one where he had to make up.
Right.
Okay.
Make a decision.
Here's the give to Fields. He's got a little room on the left side, down to about the 20-yard line. He fell forward there, but I think they're going to play right on the line. So we're looking at 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, 51 Simpson, the senior lineman, brought him down. Defensive end, I guess, brought him down for West Vigo.
Here's another thing I like. Athenians don't spend a whole lot of time in the huddle.
No.
They keep it moving. All right. Fields to the right now of Underwood. Underwood looks around, now maybe changing the play.
Got Mikael Willis and Martin still spread out wide.
Going down the left side. We got a man open. Athenians touchdown. Willis on the reception. Beat his man going down the left sideline. And the Athenians on the board.
Nice job. Get on the board first. Great pass, but right where it needed to be. Willis did a great job on his pattern there, and Underwood with the toss put it just in the air enough that he could run underneath it and make the easy catch there.
We've got to think that we're going to go ahead and go for the two-point conversion, which was what was happening last week.
Okay.
So.
Did not know that. So, yep, Girls are going for two here.
Again, Fields to the immediate right of Underwood. Underwood throws quick, but that ball was, well, not quite intercepted.
No,
but
hit the ground, I think.
I think the play was read. We might take a note on that one.
Yeah.
That young man was guessing on it.
He jumped that route, didn't he?
We'd have had just one little pump.
Yeah, and then it breaks free. That's right.
Nonetheless, great start for the Athenians as they lead at 6-0. Taking the ball on the opening kickoff, going all the way down the field in Athenians 6-0 over the Vikings from West Vigo.
Good start there, and just lots of great execution. It is a fun offense to watch, that's for sure. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed with those whole bunch of sophomore to sophomores. So we really had, I guess there's a junior in that mix too, in Fields.
Yeah.
And so you got the sophomore quarterback, you got Fields in there getting some things done as a junior, and then of course Willis, and then you go to the senior Martin over on the other side, and he made some good plays too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yards after catch.
Well, here's what Coach Slicker said about the defense.
Okay.
He said, defensively, the key is to be better on first down to create longer yardage situations for the opposing offense.
Yeah.
Okay? I think that's a good game plan.
That's a good strategy.
He also mentioned something about tackling, but
Always
this week is going to go out of bounds. Now, last week we were kicking to the deep man most of the time, and so looks like to me we changed our strategy on that and tried to hit a sideline, and we kind of got it a little bit too far to the left side, so it'll be West Vigo ball on their own 35-yard line.
I'm not sure who the kicker was on there. I didn't catch the number for the Athenians, but we'll get that next time.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I really, well, honestly, I can't remember who kicked
I'm not
last
sure
week.
who's kicking for us.
Yeah. I think maybe we
Potential
had,
is Hernandez, but I'm not sure that's who's doing it.
No, you know what? I think you're right. Anyway, here we go.
So Athenians on defense, we'll get those starters read off to you here in a minute.
Here's motion to the left, and the quarterback keeping and running, but we've got him just over the line of scrimmage, so maybe a yard gain on the play.
We had I think, illegal shift on West Vigo's flag, first flag of the night.
Yeah. Yep, going against West Vigo. You got that right. I'll tell you, we'll take all that we can get.
That's for sure. Let me run through some starters here on defense. Here's the defensive line. Got Hernandez starting at defensive end. Defensive tackles are Smith and Abney. And the other defensive end is Madrigal, number 85. In the middle for the Athenians, Ethan Powell is number 10. Ethan Patton, number 33. I am not sure. Is he out there? I was thinking he might be dinged up right now.
I don't know.
And then Cardenas, number 19, is out there.
Nick Lindsay, the quarterback for the Vikings, he's got the ball throwing to his left. The Athenians missed the first tackle, and they are off to the races, and a great
nice
tackle over there.
That was Jack Pendleton with the tackle.
Jack saved the touchdown. There's no question about that.
Jack's first action, right? He didn't play last week, I think.
He didn't. He and Schrader are the two players that weren't there last week. Still looking for Mr. Mora to break into the lineup. He's still out. So
heard good things about him, though. When he gets in there, they're looking for that defensive backfield for the Athenians. McLemore, Willis, Cheney, and Martin in the defensive backfield.
Here's again out of the snap, or out of the shotgun. Quarterback running wide is right. Athenians pretty good job straightening out. Just needed to get to their outside a little bit quicker that time, but it'll be about a 5-yard pickup on the play.
I was told that by their coach, by the West Vigo coach, that Lindsay and Mars is a sophomore, will rotate at quarterback.
Okay.
So, but Lindsay's in right now.
Yeah, Lindsay is a 6'2", 170-pound junior. Runs pretty well, not blazing speed, and if we can move up a little quicker on the outside, I think we can contain him. Here's a pass. Going deep right side. He got a step or two out there. McNamara, I believe, was on defense, number 84. And he, by the way, Brian, he's only a freshman.
Ooh.
Yeah. That tells you a little something there.
Yeah. Earned a spot starting in the defense, huh?
He did let the man get a step behind him, but the ball overthrown. So Athenians looking now to hold him. It's a 3rd down 6, and it is, I'm sure, 4-down territory. So Athenians need to tighten up here.
Number 2, Wilbur, was the intended receiver on that one for West Vigo.
Yeah, Wilbur, this time he's going out to the right side. Here's a snap to give, and he got a little hole off the tackle on the left side, and that looks to be just short of a 1st down.
Good stop there good tackling by Jack Pendleton. Actually ran him the other direction. And Powell was in there as well, number 10. And maybe, what number is that? Who else is starting? Is that 47? Because I had Ethan Patton down, so let me look and see who the backup is there.
Well, I don't see. I didn't have
I must be reading that number.
I didn't have
That's not on the roster. No, I can't. Obviously, I'm not reading it right.
Okay, here we go. 4th down and less than a yard to go. And they're staying out of the gun just like the Athenians. Here's the quarterback running to his right. Plenty of room out there. Now he's hit, but he bounces off and takes it into the touchdown. Yes, there's the sign. He has a touchdown, so we right now have a tie ball game. Athenian defense a little porous against this run so far.
For sure. And some guys hitting there, just as you mentioned, that tackling aspect. And I heard Coach Welver talk about that too. We're just going to keep working at it and get better at tackling.
Well, it's kind of a basic kind of a thing there where we're hitting too high.
Yep.
Oh, we have a left foot kicker up, and he has got it, and the Vikings take the lead. It's a 7-6 ball game, so a lot of offense, neither team able to stop the other team on first possessions, so we could be in for a wild one here, Brian.
We could. Lots of scoring. I saw that predicted in the papers. They were throwing out there the projections. Looking at this first home opener, I guess, here for the 2020 season. And, good start offensively. It'll be fun to see the Athenians back deep for the Athenians. Got Evan Chaney in the middle on the receiving team, Andrew Martin on the right side, and I think Fields on the left side there.
Yeah, you got it. I was going to say, the Vikings got down the field real good on the kickoff. You remember, we didn't get much gain after we caught the ball on the first kickoff. So that was something we didn't do great last week, but I thought overall did a pretty good job. I'm not sure we ever got stopped as quick as we did tonight. So let's see if we can get a little better return this time.
Last time, kickoff start the game went to Martin. And you're right, West Vigo covered it well. They moved down the field well.
Evan Wyrick, a senior, the kicker for the Vikings. It's going to the left side. All the balls staying inbounds and going into the end.
There we go. That's probably the best thing could have happened.
I tell you.
Live football.
Martin over there, he's playing that pretty tight. That ball looked he thought it was going to go out.
Yeah, he did. He was playing it like he thought it was going out of bounds.
But, well, anyway, it worked out okay.
It did.
We'd rather be a little further down the 20-yard line, but that's where the Athenians take over here. Well, we've got 4:22 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Again, the Athenians trailing West Vigo by a score of 7-6. All right, Underwood, the sophomore quarterback, ready to go again.
Got twin receivers over here, and Powell and Willis.
Quick one to the out, and we're going to get stuck that time here. We may get called for holding. I think
so, yep.
Yeah, and it didn't do any good either, did it?
No, it did not. I think that was Hernandez over there with Andrew Martin, and
I think they've got a choice here. It's going to be a loss on the play, whether they take the penalty or not, and they may want to take the loss and the down loss with it. So, I mean, that's what I would do.
That'd be my guess. This will be declined, I would think.
Pretty sizable loss.
Well, we were trying to block over there.
We just got around. They read that really well.
Exactly, you're right on. You got to give them credit. They read the play and were out on it quickly. So, well,
they're taking the penalty, aren't they?
Well,
you know what? It's added on to the loss.
Okay, let's see what we've got.
More yardage, but it is first down.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
First and 26 is
on our own 6-yard line. All right, Underwood on the pitch. Fields got a little room to the outside. Can't quite break it though.
There's another flag.
All right, let's see what happens with this flag. I didn't see a face mask. So.
No. Something on us. I didn't see the call. Did you?
No, I didn't. I didn't see. Maybe holding again, but.
You're gonna back us up. Spot foul.
Illegal block.
Clean. With nothing.
What do you call them? First and 35.
You just tried to get some of it back, right?
Ball. Yeah. The board says 5 yards. It looked like more like a 4-yard line to me, but anyway. It's way back there, and we need something real good right here. All right.
It is first down.
Mr. Underwood. Trouble time here. Let's make it good. He's got a man open. Passes out there, and we've got a gain as number 86, Willis, brings it in. So
number 18 for West Vigo, that's Gerald Scholar, a senior corner for the Vikings that brought down Willis.
Well, that's a good start. That gets us out of the depot. We're out to the 12-yard line now. Second down. 18.
First time, somebody added 10 yards to something. It's actually second and 18.
Crawfordsville has the ball on their own 12-yard line.
All right, again. Throw to the wide. That one took a little bit too long to get out there.
Yeah, that was McLemore, wasn't it? That 84?
You know what?
It is. Because Willis just now coming back in, yeah.
Well, okay. I thought it looked too big for McLemore, but here comes McLemore coming off.
Yep. I think that was him with the catch there.
Had to be. Okay. Big third down play. Board says it's 3rd and 19. I'm going to agree with them. Ball on our own 11-yard line as we lost a yard on that play. Need something real good here, Brian.
Yep. And you know they're coming, right?
They should be. Not so much. Well, we got something going. Let's see what we got.
Too much
time.
Yep.
Shooting herself in the foot a little bit here.
Yeah. Stalling that out here with some penalties. Coach can take a timeout and come and settle them down.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, I think so. And Brian, you don't want to punt the ball, but the worst thing you want to do is panic and turn the ball over down here.
Yep.
So I think this is a good timeout. We were right here in this ball game, and if we have to punt, listen, we really don't want to turn that ball down in here. And I will say, young Mr. Powell is our snapper for the punts, and boy, he does a nice job.
Yeah.
The ball gets there. Last week, it gets there nice, very catchable, but in a hurry.
Yeah.
And punting game did not look bad last week. So
Well, they always say those guys can do it. I know Ethan is the backup quarterback,
Yes.
number 2 on the depth chart,
Yeah.
so he obviously can sling it.
By the way,
He's an athlete.
We do have, I failed to mention this, we do have a new center with our shotgun snap this
Okay.
evening. As Mr. Smith is in there this evening.
Okay.
He has done, I don't think anything's hit the ground tonight, has it?
It has not.
No, okay.
No.
So I can say we were doing better on
Well,
that.
we did talk about that earlier, yeah, and there haven't been any snap issues. We'll see if we just caused one, but
Never. Never.
here we go.
2:27 left in the opening quarter.
Full to the left. And he got a man.
Got him.
Too far.
Oh, man, just
running too far. Martin cutting across the field.
Good play.
Got some opening, but a little bit too long. And Athenians now going to have to punt the ball from their own 6-yard line. So, we kind of got out of the deep hole there a little bit.
Yep.
And now you're going to be punting out of your own end zone. So, kind of a, not a preferred position to punt from if you have to punt at all. So.
No, he's not quite on the end line, out of bounds line,
Yeah.
but he's close. Don't take a step back.
Watch the snap.
Good snap.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Here's the ball, hit the ground, bounce.
No, not that.
Oh, that hit somebody. That might be our ball.
No, it hit.
Okay.
It was us.
They have touched it with a Vigo player, but it does not.
Yep. Well, I'm hoping. I'm just hoping.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 2:07 remaining in the first quarter of play, and the Vikings have the ball down deep in Athenian territory at the 25-yard line.
That was Caden Underwood on the punt, or with the punt. Unfortunately, it bounced in favor of West Vigo.
Yeah. Well, he didn't get all of it, but if he'd have got a good balance, it could have ended up very well.
Really well.
All right. Checking the quarterback. Looks like we got 12 back in there. Lindsey. Here's motion to the left. Here's a give to the left. He's got some room out there.
Some wheels. That's number 1.
We're going to get a holding call against the Vikings here.
Yep. That's Deshaun Lowe. He's a sophomore, 5'8", 155, and looked like he had some speed, but Evans coming back.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we just got to find a way to get our. There was 2 things about that. Number 1, outside responsibility man was too late moving him up.
Yep.
You got to come up and meet the play. And when he did get there, he got kind of pushed out. Although we stayed on our feet. But the other thing is we didn't get any inside flow. We've got to get somebody out there. One of those linebackers has got to get out there and find himself in the play.
I heard they were cooking around the outside, and I think that's what we're seeing.
So 1st and 27. So here's a drop back over the middle. Got a man. Defender falls down, and he pulls it down to about the 1-yard line. Well, it's like we were kind of there. That was Mr. Cheney out there, number 15.
Slipped and fell.
I was going to say that he was another guy last week that was in the area. We're going to get another penalty on. That's coming back now.
Oh, good.
So good things happening in kind of a backwards way here.
That's for sure.
We'd like to make those things happen, but we'll take it.
Both teams a little sloppier here on their second series.
Yeah.
There's 1 flag on the first one between both teams, and there have been a bunch more.
Well, I guess we can say the same thing. They still have first down like we did.
That's right. We're going the right direction.
But it's 1st and 21. So,
that's right.
Actually, it looks like it needs more than 21.
It does look like it.
That's not right. It's about 27. It's at least 27. So 21 on the board is. We'll give
him a break in there.
Hey, first game of the year.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, here we go. About 1st down and 27 it is, and Vikings out of the gun. Quarterback straight back. We got a little pressure. They throw a screen. And we got up, and a good hit that time, even though we didn't get him down, but there was somebody else up there that did.
Jack Pendleton got him first, and then a host of Athenians did what they're supposed to do and came to clean it up.
Yeah, rally to the play. That's another mark of a good defense when you get a whole bunch of folks. Beware of those. We would never see this out of Athenian. We always like to look. I know in my early coaching days, I always got a kick out of the guy, defender standing there like this, Brian, with his hands on his hip, looking down at the play. No.
Just want to see the result of your work, right?
But it wasn't their work. It was teammate, but
That's right.
If I had anything to do with it, I usually had that guy back to the sideline.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Second down, 31. They got it right on the board. There's a ball, maybe hit the ground. We got a little pressure here. He breaks it away. Nice throwing down. Intercepted.
That's what you call. Go.
On the sideline. Got a little room there. He breaks it all the way down to about the 20-yard line.
You called that. You said he was in the vicinity all week last week.
He certainly was.
Number 33 for West Vigo, that's Dave McAllister with a touchdown-saving tackle. Andrew was gone up the sideline.
Yeah, well, Andrew Martin is a gamer. No question about that. I'm really happy. Well, he caused really an interception last week because he did bat the ball. I can't remember which one it was. I think maybe McLemore was the one who came down with the ball. But anyway, now the Athenians turn it around in a hurry.
Yeah.
1:03 remaining first quarter, and Athenians on the 20-yard line of the Vikings.
Shout out to Nate Schrader. He was in there putting all kinds of pressure all over the quarterback.
Here's the give to Fields. He's caught at the line, so no gain on the play. Might have lost a foot, but anyway, that's kind of news right there. I don't know that we ran on first down at all last week, but that's the second time tonight we've tried to run Fields on a first down play. All right.
Ethan Powell comes off. McLemore
in.
Back in. Oh, Powell's going back in too.
Okay.
And Hernandez is coming off.
All right, Athenians still at the 20-yard line. Second down. 4 down territory, though. 30 seconds remaining in the quarter. Underwood with Fields to his right. Underwood looking left. Can't get the ball to Wilson. Willis was open a lot last week, and apparently they got a good scouting report on that because they played him pretty tight.
There's a couple defenders in the vicinity, too.
Absolutely.
West Vigo 20-yard. We got about 21 seconds.
So, third down, 20 seconds remaining, and Athenians need something positive right here.
6-7 ball game.
And we got trips to the right this time. We got kind of a 5-wide situation. Quick out ball, that might not get it. He breaks one guy and does all he can do to get to the 15-yard line.
Kept his legs pumping, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Leaned the right direction. It was Keegan Fields with the catch. And had Willis out there blocking for him.
The last play of the first quarter, the Athenians trailing the Vikings from West Vigo by a score of 7-6, but Athenian threatening to take it in here to start the second quarter.
Big turnaround there with the big interception and great pressure there by Schrader, forced the throw, but I'll tell you, Andrew made a play. He really did.
Well, Brian, we haven't talked too much about conference. I think it's going to be an interesting conference. I think some of the teams have been really strong, may not be as strong. I saw Western Boone had a hard time.
Lost by a point, didn't they, to Sheridan?
Lost to Sheridan, who did look pretty good against the scrimmage. So I think that, we know here in the county, we see North and South both with a big turnover in personnel, and so it's going to be interesting to see how that works out.
For sure there, and Danville and Tri-West. Danville with the new coach, right?
Well, I think you're going to see Danville be very strong. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I would make them the early season favorite in the Sagamore Conference.
First year coach, Coach Comer, who was a strength coach at Western Boone.
Yes.
Off their 2 state championship teams, and he's been there longer than that. But I think you're right. They're the early season favorites at least.
I mean, Lebanon got beat last week, but played Mooresville, I believe,
bigger school.
And Mooresville, I think, is pretty good. So I don't want to, put Lebanon down in any way, shape, or form, but I see a change. Don't really know. I don't really know what to say about Tri-West.
Right.
Well, we'll just see.
Yeah.
And of course, South didn't get a play last week.
Yeah, they're supposed to play Fountain Central, aren't they? And they're starting with North Putt now.
North Putt, who North Montgomery played last week. So
Yeah,
that'll
beat 'em.
be interesting. All right, here we go. Fourth down. Underwood running. He just doesn't have yet enough foot speed to do it, and that was a fourth down play. So Athenians come up a little bit short on that one, but I tell you what, that's a play. Next year, he probably gets a first down.
Yep.
I mean, he saw he had something, but somebody was just faster.
That's right. That's a senior that was faster.
Exactly.
Xander Wilbur, number 2, brought him down, but number 2 down. So you're right, Dan. The play was there. You read it right. Just not he's not a senior yet.
Yeah. Well, he'll be. He's not a bad size. I don't know. He's listed 6'1" at 155, so he's pretty light.
Yep.
But he's not at this point what you say one of the faster guys on the field.
Right.
And so let's see. We had to change the quarterback, Brian. All right,
This must be the sophomore quarterback.
Here's a give, and we've got a tackle, and let's see here. I can't see who 88. Well, we know who that is.
That's Hernandez.
So he picks up about 4 yards on the play. Second down and 6. Ball on the West Vigo 20-yard line.
That's Caleb Mars, who's a sophomore, 6'1", 205. Some good size for the sophomore quarterback now. And this is what the coach said we'd see. They would alternate. So looks like the senior threw an interception, and he gets to take a break this series.
We may have a blitz. We do. We're trying to blitz. We didn't get there in time. But we did make it a little bit. He threw the ball behind the receiver.
Yeah.
So
he heard the footsteps, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Third down and 6. I like that.
That was number 85 on the blitz. That's Antonio Madrigal. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 175, and he was after him. Yeah.
Well, I like that last week. We're not great with our blitzes, but we're really not afraid to blitz. I kind of like that, and I'm probably a good down to do it again. I'm not going to say they've got to run, but I would say odds say they're going to throw the ball. All right, he is, and he's back. He's got a little time. He's got a man back. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, about had it.
Oh, my goodness.
That was Evan Cheney. That's the other guy you said was always in the vicinity.
I think Evan made his cut through a little bit too sharp. And I think he really had a chance to.
Might have just jumped too soon. Actually, on the way down, I think he tipped it.
Hey, listen, great job, Brian. We held him. I don't know whether we held anybody. I think we did once last
time. There you go.
I'm not sure. But anyway, anytime we can do that, and it's a positive, and it's fourth down and 6. And the
Crawfordsville staying on his 50-yard line to receive the punt.
Well, he just that was off. He does get it off. All right, Athenians want to get away. Everybody, talk. We want to know where it's at. Get away. Out of the way. All right, good job out there. Athenians have the ball and about to run, 38-yard line, Brian, something like that.
Yep.
And
great.
Boy, I'll tell you what, throw the ball on the ground. Now, I'm counting these. That's the 5th time this season an opponent has put the ball on the ground. We're still not able to get a turnover with it.
Right.
Okay.
We'll win the turnover battle tonight, but you're right.
Well,
win that every. But you want those? They give you a freebie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm going to give the punter a lot of credit. He moved off his right.
He did. I didn't think he was going to get that off. He did a nice job.
All right, opportunity now as the Athenians have the ball on the 39-yard line of the West Vigo Vikings. Underwood with Fields to his left. Throw, caught it!
Nice
Not to his left. I had what?
Yeah, who's back there? Powell, probably.
I think you're right, but I went out of habit that time.
Yep.
Good job and nice throw.
Nice throw.
Really nice.
In some traffic. Put it right where it needed to be.
When you can throw to the inside, Brian, then I know you can have success throwing to the outside.
Yep. Great job, Underwood, finding Fields there and had some time to throw as well. Yeah, it's Powell lined up to his left.
Sure is.
Got Willis and Field right.
Got time. Got a man. Got a touchdown. Nice throw. that's Martin over there again. I do believe
It's
that.
Martin. That was Andrew Martin with a great catch.
But you know what?
That was right where it needed to
The
be.
defender had his back to the play and kind of right over his shoulder.
Yep.
But Martin somehow saw the ball all the way through there. At least saw it at the end to catch the ball.
It could not have been easy to see that. That was a tough play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great play on both sides. Hey, you know what though? That is a technique. If and I'm not sure Mr. Underwood did that on purpose.
Right.
But Caden, if he can learn to do that, when you look out there and you see the defender with his back to you, and you got a man there, throw the ball because your receiver's going to get that ball 90% of the time if you get it in his area. All right, Athenians take the lead at 12-7. Back again with the 2-point conversion try, and I believe this is a third timeout, but things a little bit off here and what we want to do with our conversion. And I have no problem with timeout here because if we can put this one on the board, we're going to go up by 7 points.
Yeah, we're up a full touchdown.
And I'm not saying that they won't ever go for the 2-point conversion, but they showed they do kick. So
they made it.
Well, I tell you, you got to be impressed with our passing game. And when you think, I mean, almost everybody out there touching the ball is an underclassman.
Right. Besides Martin, that's it. I mean, that's everybody else is underclassmen. So they're getting the job done and doing a great job, making some great catches. And we had a couple drops early that could have been caught.
Yeah.
So good job. I like the offense. It's exciting. And
we haven't thrown the ball to Hernandez yet tonight.
No attempts there yet.
He did have. I don't remember. I think he had a couple of catches maybe.
Yeah, he was running. He's in there now. He's going to line up in that tight end spot.
Okay, Martin wide to the left.
Senior Andrew Martin has had
You got two in the backfield.
Willis wide to the right.
You got Powell and Fields on either side of Underwood.
Yep, definitely a different look.
And got Hernandez at tight end on the left side.
Maybe very well why we called timeout.
Yep.
Definitely.
right. 2-point conversion.
There it is. There's a flag.
On the defense.
Yeah, he was there early. Did we catch it though?
I thought we got it.
I did too. I just didn't see a signal.
I didn't see.
There it is. I saw him signal it now, so we're coming off.
Crawfordsville will take a 14-7.
There we go.
On the board, Athenians 14, West Vigo 7.
Here in the second quarter.
Man, I'll tell you, Brian, this would be just a great win for the Athenians. I mean, let's face it, one win all last year, not the season against the Frankfurt Hot Dogs. And I tell you, this ball club is a ball club that has the potential to get better every week. We don't really still have quite all of our personnel in there. They mentioned earlier by, let's say, one of the coaches' evaluation, our best defensive players not on the field.
Right.
Plus, we did have a young man with a little problem last week, got ejected, and is not playing. Started last week. So we know we've got at least two guys that probably should be playing defense that are not in there.
Yeah.
And
and honestly, we're not. One of the things we noticed, Dan, we probably ought to talk about a little bit, but we're here in the second quarter, 10 minutes to go, and it's a lot of guys playing both ways here because you got a couple guys out.
I'm going to say you're right, but I tell you, sometimes you just have to do that. But I've watched. There's a kickoff into the end zone because of the penalty short, and so the ball will come out to the 20-yard line. I wouldn't be second guessing the coach. Don't get me wrong here, but from an old coach, I was thinking, whenever we got you down deep, I'm going to wiggle that thing down there and something else good could happen.
Yeah. Did we have some issues last week on our coverage?
It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
It really wasn't terrible.
I thought maybe that's why he did that.
It got a little better, but All right, here we go. Let's see. Well, we got our second quarterback in there.
Is this Mars in again?
Yeah, Mars there.
So he's a sophomore quarterback for West Vigo.
Let's see. Procedure against the Vikings.
Yep, they jumped.
So going to be first down 15. Ball moving back to the 15. I tell you, we've caused some trouble with the passing game, Brian. I don't think that's going to stop them from passing, but once you start getting a hand on the ball out there, they can make the quarterback kind of second guess a little bit if it happens very often. 10:18 remaining in the second quarter. Mars out of the gun. Boy, there's almost a false start there, but they didn't call it. All right, a little motion to the left, go to the right.
Quarterback's
Mars with the ball, but we got a lot of Athenians right there.
47 was in on the tackle, so there is number 47, but he's not on our roster. We'll have to figure out who that is.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Let's see.
I wasn't seeing things earlier.
Well, it's not 57, who's Smith. He's not the same size.
Definitely a guy in there at linebacker. I want to say, just by the way he's walking, it looks like Ethan Patton to me, but I wonder if something happened to his jersey last week.
Okay.
He was supposed to start in the middle, and that's where he's playing, so my guess is that's Ethan Patton.
You got it. All right, back to pass. Mars out to the side, ball caught. Well, yeah, not a very good reaction that time.
We were in the vicinity.
Yeah, we had a couple guys that I won't exactly call them spectators, but they didn't address themselves to the play.
No, that was 19, Ezekiel Cardenas, number 10. He's a sophomore. 5'8", 165 pound, and
So third down and 1 now. So they pulled themselves out of the hole there a bit, and the Athenians need to stiffen here on a big third down play.
Get a big stop.
Got to think this may not be 4 down territory, so let's hold them right here. Mars keeping the ball. He's going to right. He's hit. He's hit. He moves forward, and he's got the first down on the left. Yeah, we had him stop, but when he had a little size on us maybe there. I don't know.
He does.
He fell forward and got the first down.
He's 6'1", 205, so he's a load to bring down.
Well, it was not bad defense, but it's hard to stop when somebody's only got 1 yard to go.
Yep.
And we were there.
Good read. I like that.
Just didn't break enough.
Didn't get a big play.
Okay, first down 10. Ball on the West Vigo 31-yard line.
Once again. Shotgun heavy set. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left, 1 to the back.
There's a give. All right, nice job there, but again, we missed the tackle. Had a lot of people moving to the ball. I like the way most of the time we're, everybody's in the ball game. Not too many spectators, but first man there missed the tackle.
Yep.
All right.
Got a hit and wrap and let everybody else come and take him to the ground.
Second down, 7.
For the West Vigo Vikings, that brings up a second down.
No real defensive changes here for the Athenians. Got Cheney and Andrew Martin at safeties.
Wides on either side, slots on either side. Mars back to throw, got a man, number 2. Well, we're missing tackles, but he didn't.
He
didn't help himself, but he ran in a horizontal.
Yeah. He did not get upfield at all really after that catch, but he ran about 12 yards.
But it's short down.
Another third and short.
Yeah, not about a little more than a 1 maybe, but
yeah,
and that's the marker now. It is third down 1. Ball on the West Vigo 39-yard line. Just a little bit over 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter of play. Athenians leading by a score of 14-7.
West Vigo has the ball at Crawfordsville, their own 39.
I'll look for some scoring updates here.
There's a give. Scat back going to the right. He's got room out there, but Athenians staying after him. I tell you one thing, we've stretched him out each time he's tried to go wide. He did get the first down, it appears.
Yeah, he ran a long way east and west. He did pick up the first down, but still, I like the way we stretched it.
We need to go back to Coach Slicker's comment that I read.
That's right.
A little better on the first down play, and maybe we can get a stop.
A lot shorter.
We're getting close to 4 down territory here, though.
We had him slowed down and had him stop just the last time
Back to pass.
Back to pass.
This is a long pass down the right side.
And it just falls.
Boy,
That was McLemore on the coverage.
McLemore got pretty well lost in that play. But he kind of accidentally ran right, pretty close to the whole
Timed it pretty well.
He was
Accidentally.
almost in the right place at the right time. Anyway, it's 2nd and 10.
Yep, couple scoring updates here. Southmont leads North Putt 7-0. That's the last update. That's with 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. And North Montgomery leads Hamilton Heights 14-7.
Okay.
6 minutes to go in the second
I can't remember who Hamilton Heights played last week. They got drilled pretty
Yeah,
good.
they did.
Looks to be another timeout.
Well, we got a West Vigo timeout this time. We're going to call it on the 2nd and 10 play.
We have a lot of glare happening.
What?
There's a lot of glare. When I zoom in, it's
Yeah, the sun's in a spot. We recognize there's a lot of glare on this, at least for a little while longer here.
I don't know, why this happened, Brian, but I've got to give our people down south kudos
Yeah.
for after all those years with the sun in their eyes.
Yep.
They changed and put
Switched
the
it.
hometown on the other side, and I'll tell you what, it makes a difference.
That's a lot more fun for the home fans and the guys calling the game.
Welcome back to class.
Yeah, so we're thankful for good weather tonight because there was a potential there for some rain and nasty weather, but that went north of us.
Well, the Vikings both walking back to their respective sides of the field here. Let's see. Marsh still in there, quarterback.
Southland game is just probably getting a good start. They were a half hour delayed.
Actually, Isaiah McMaster's 3-yard touchdown.
All right.
Now he's opening.
They got trips to the left this time. Here's a fake, and up the middle he goes, and a good job in there. Did you see who got that tackle?
Patton was in there, but he wasn't the first guy, and that was Jack Pendleton.
Oh, Pendleton, yes,
Yep,
it was.
and Ethan Powell,
All
both
right.
of them. So, looked like Ethan Powell might have been the first guy to get him. Wrapped him up, and Patton was there to help clean it up. Yeah, good job.
Corbin Smith coming off. I didn't see who came in for him.
I missed that as well.
All right. 3rd down play.
Get off the field on 3rd down.
Clock running at 5:50.
Medium to long range, they've done a terrible
Again, we got 3 on the left-hand side here.
3rd and short to the field.
Again, Mars back. He's got time. He lofts it out.
Open receiver.
And I'm not sure. I guess that was the intended
They
receiver.
had 2 guys in the area, though.
Yeah.
Probably not the greatest design. It was number 14, who is Jacob Barnes, a junior for West Vigo, that looked like the intended receiver.
All right, let's see what they show here on 4th down. What do they feel like? Looks like maybe going to punt here, Brian.
They've got a guy back, so we're sending Martin deep.
Okay, let's don't buy that. This is a good position in the field for a fake.
That's right.
Let's just don't buy this whole hog here now.
Is back to return.
Moving some guys
Yeah.
over. Yeah, Willis is coming in. He's going to guard him tight.
Here's a good snap. Punt gets
Ball's
away.
off.
A little bit of pressure.
Much better punt.
Ball going out of bounds at about the 28 maybe. Let's see where he marks it. Well, no, it must have said so. It's a 32-yard line. So we'll take that. So Athenians take over on their own 32-yard line with 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half of play.
Another
Athenians,
stop.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, I tell you what, Coach Slicker, he's going to be fired up at halftime about this defense. I tell you,
Reception.
Athenians need to go down here and put another score on the board, Brian.
One of the Crawfordsville Athenian touchdowns.
They can do it. That offense has been moving here.
5.5 minutes. You got your good passing game. Let's
You got Powell and Willis
here's a
spread out wide right.
Fields to the 35.
Looked to be
Positive yardage.
3 yards.
So it'll be 2nd down 7.
That's a third.
Looks
first down play there that we've gone.
Yeah, definitely a change in our game plan, I guess.
The cadence there, yeah.
Yeah, that's one. And you talk about mixing. We had to have quarterback change his cadence last week because for a while they were just killing us with a blitz.
Yep.
And we got them offside a few times, and then they got smarter. But anyway, here we go with 2nd and 7.
Martin split wide left, and Willis and Powell wide right. Fields in the backfield.
No place to go. No. He's going to be caught at the 30-yard line. See where they put it down. Yeah, just inside the 30. So it's going to be a big third down play here. Clock running under 4.5 minutes to go now in the first half. Boy, I'll tell you what, first down here would be big, Ryan.
It would be big.
Because third could almost run out the time and a half even if we didn't score.
Right.
All right, here we go.
12.
Willis, wide to the right. We haven't been able to get the ball to him. Yeah, Fields in the slot. Let's see if he goes over. No. Here's the throw. Got him open. First down at the end.
That's the way we get it done.
That's the Willis out here. I believe that's the first catch for him tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Maybe the second.
Okay, well, now we need to get one out here to Hernandez.
We've not used that secret weapon yet.
Well, that's big.
He's a big dude. Alex Hernandez, a junior, and playing that tight end spot, and my guess is he'll release here one of these times.
See if we try to run on first down again. I don't think so.
3:45 left here in the first half.
Oh, we did direct snap.
Tell the Wildcats. That's a way to run.
First down, dude.
He got it with forward progress.
Hey, nice ball.
I liked it, yeah.
Give the offensive coordinator kudos on that one because that was something that they hadn't shown last week.
And they weren't ready for it.
They were not.
Picked up about 11 yards on that running play right there.
Clock moving down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds here. That's what we need to do. Keep possession of the ball and then take it in before halftime.
Willis to the right. You got Powell and Martin to the left.
Yeah. He's looking long. We got a man there.
Pretty good by Willis. They were making sure nobody could catch that.
Actually, they had two men there.
They did. They were all over Willis.
The guy that came in from behind is the guy that scared me.
Yeah, because he threw it over him. That was a little dangerous, and thank goodness Willis played defender there.
So that'll stop the clock at 3:15. Second down and 10. A little bit of a dangerous throw there. But, yeah, you're right. Give Willis credit for getting a hand on the ball there and keep possession for the Athenians. Now we got a little mix up. Got a little help from the sideline.
Get him that place.
Got to do that one. Here's a snap and give the Fields. Nothing there. Nothing there.
79 and 51 in there. That's Skelton and Simpson in there on the tackle for West Vigo.
Maybe West Vigo would call a timeout that they haven't done that yet. So let's see what the Athenians at the very least need to get a completed pass, keep the clock running. A completed pass, I would think, would put us in fourth down situation. Yep. Assuming that we gain with a completed pass. All right. We got motion with Fields. It goes into the slot on the left side. Rolling left is Underwood. He's going to throw. Oh, no.
Oh, intercepted.
Overthrown, and that is a West Vigo interception.
And it is caught over there, and down he goes.
That was Ethan Powell that saved the touchdown.
I tell you what, ball's off our hands, but probably not a real accurate delivery on that.
No,
so
real high.
That'll be the first turnover of the year for the young quarterback, but kind of a tough time to do it. Moving the ball, and now Vikings find themselves in good position at the Athenian 34-yard line. But again, let's give credit to Ethan Powell. Really saved the touchdown there.
He did. Didn't give up on it, thank goodness.
All right, Mars back in there, I believe. Well, I can't see the number.
I think it is him.
Give left. Here we go. Going, stringing him out to the left. There's going to be a holding.
It's coming back.
Oh, boy, we didn't make a tackle. Got to do better with our initial shots on these guys. And he should,
Going to be a holding call.
I tell you, Lowe, you can see he's a quick guy.
Yeah.
But so far, we've kind of held him in check.
Yep.
Now, that would have been a positive run for him if they hadn't had the holding call. But, you know, that hit, when you stretch a play out, the longer it takes in the horizontal, you've got a lot greater chance of somebody grabbing on.
Blocking the back or a hold or something going on there with those big linemen.
Yeah, this is coming way back.
Yep.
Ball will be spotted.
Big call, yeah. Ball on the 43-yard line of the Athenians. It'll be first down 19.
Clock ticking.
Clock's running. We need a big stop here again out of this defense.
Yeah, we need a pressure on the quarterback and not let him run either. All right, back.
And there it is.
With some time this time. He's
Yep,
going
he's
right.
got him.
We got a man on him. Here's the pass. Dropped out there. We really had pretty good coverage.
We did. That guy-
Give that quarterback or the receiver credit. He came back to the ball.
Yeah, that made all the difference, didn't it?
Yeah,
Because he separated himself.
We
Came out
definitely
of
let
nowhere.
anybody get behind us
Yep.
on that play. No?
Nope.
Okay, second down, 19. 1 minute, 50 seconds remaining here in the half. The Athenians leading by a score of 14-7.
Yeah, that was number 2, Xander Robo for West Vigo, a senior that came back to the ball. Just knew what he was. He knew what he wanted to do
Okay,
there.
they're changing personnel here a little bit. Time running down more on the clock than they've had it run any time in the ball game here.
Yep.
We're down to 5 seconds. Quarterback.
Sure, they're gonna
second
get this
round,
off.
2,
Yep,
1. They
yeah.
don't get it off.
Nope.
Did they call timeout?
Did
I
not.
didn't see a timeout. They're moving the sticks
Moving
back.
back.
So delay of game on the Vikings.
Several penalties.
I'm really surprised there. I believe they have 2 timeouts, don't they?
Yeah. It should. It's number 14 that just came off the field. That's Caleb Belt for the Athenians. Off the defensive unit here.
Minute 50 left here in the first half.
All right, Vikings out of the huddle now. Athenians
14-7 lead.
need to stiffen up here.
Another second and long situation.
Mars back to pass. We got a little bit of breakfield man wide open over there, and he's got it for a first down.
That will be complete. That looked to be 18 again, I believe. Shoulder.
Is that Andrew Martin on the coverage there? And
Yeah,
who was it?
it's
Can't see his number.
Was it looked like 46, but I don't know that I saw it.
I think it was an 18 Scholler with the. He was one of the receivers to
Scholler?
watch.
Okay.
Yep. He made the reception.
Okay, well, here
Another
we go.
senior.
Left here in the first half.
First and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. Under a minute and a half now as the clock runs. So, challenge up. Here's Mars. Sliding to the right, he's running. We got a man out there, and he's going to go out of bounds at around the 15-yard line. So stop the clock. At 1:08. No, they're moving the clock, so they must have waved it dead, and clock continues to run, and it's going to go under a minute now.
Stopped his progress in bounds, didn't we?
Yeah. All right, here they come in a hurry this time.
5.
It's Mars and the
Still Athenian 13.
Mars at the quarterback spot.
Quarterback's under a minute.
Well, good
on
back
the
there,
ground.
but he found a hole.
Wow.
Well, our Ian was, he was kind of cheating a little bit. He just ran wide to run
Right.
defense, and
Vacated the spot.
they ran to right where
he was.
So Vikings very fortunate on that play. Now they're going to have a third and short. Looks like 3rd and 2 out there. Ball on the, let's see where they're marking, about the 12-yard line, I guess.
Yep.
So West Vigo taking a timeout.
36 seconds here left in the half.
Yeah. Well, do you have them at one timeout, Brian?
I have them at 1.
Yeah.
Surprised they took that delay, but maybe you wanted to save it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're in a situation now, it's if they run and don't get Clark keeps running.
Right.
They would have to use that third time out, I would think. If they pass and have an incomplete, then the clock stops, and so I would think third and short.
Yeah.
They've ran pretty successfully.
Yeah.
I would look for a run here personally, but
Mans has come over to get another play.
this is a situation. There's times that I believe in cheating on defense, but this really isn't one right here. You've got to play it honest.
Yep. Everybody's got to execute here on defense, get a stop. And Athenians have done it all night long. This is the toughest situation they've been in, though.
Yeah. In fact, Mars in the air, got a man, got a catch. He's down at about the 1 yard line. And so that'll stop the clock for the first down.
I think that was McLemore on the coverage over there. Yep.
No, it was, yeah.
Made the tackle, though, getting out of the end zone.
Hey, big number 73 Hassel in there.
Yep. Get his name called here. Number 73 is Nicholas Buzenbark.
Buzenbark, yeah.
Yep. Junior defensive lineman in there.
Up the middle he goes.
Yes.
And he is.
We'd stopped him, but he rolled off, didn't he? Yep.
Well, look at this. We came out with the ball, actually. I think
Must have broke
I think Willis came out with the football, but unfortunately it was after the fact.
Yep.
So we got a 14-13 game as we show 6 seconds and 2/10 actually, 6-2 remaining in the first half. So let's see if we can block. That kick the first time wasn't real impressive, right? All right, good snap. Ball up, ball is going to be good. And, that's not a strong leg. But,
yeah, Willis about got there.
Yeah, he did. So we got a tie ball game. Well, can we run one back here?
We could do it.
Would you think they might just squib the ball?
I think they probably won't give us a chance to do that.
I just say I don't think I'm going to.
6 seconds to go.
I'm not kicking the ball deep. I'll tell you that. I mean, hey, they're welcome to do it, though. I'd be all in favor of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. We had certainly had an opportunity there to
really have them stopped and
go up by 2 touchdowns. That's a big thing.
Right. Yeah. A couple unfortunate events, but hey, that's what tests you, right?
Well, you're right about that.
You can, get stronger, persevere, overcome the little mistakes.
Well, I think at the worst we can say we're going to go in tied at halftime.
Yep.
Which is a heck of a lot better position we were in last week.
Yep.
We're going to have to kick off to start the second half. But nonetheless, been a pretty good Athenian first half.
Got deeper still, same crew back there for the Athenians. Fields, Cheney's in the middle, and Andrew Martin is on the left side.
Well,
but I don't think they're going to get the ball kicked to him this time.
Fields with the most speed, so they won't make that mistake. I got me. They're kicking it downfield.
They are right to Cheney.
Oh boy, not good. Not good.
Let's run that clock out.
Not good. Can't do that.
Uh-oh. Got a flag over here. Not sure what's going on. It was 53 for Crawfordsville, I think, is Corbin Smith. No, it's Michael Leake. 53 is Michael Leake, and number 69 for West Vigo. They're kind of tied up out there.
Well, if it's against West Vigo, we might go ahead and do a Hail Mary.
That's right.
They're talking over. Let's see if they do. They may call on both guys. They're talking a long time. I know that.
Yep. Trying to work it out. Looks like they're pointing both directions.
Yep. Well, maybe not now, because they're talking to.
Yeah, they are talking to Coach Slicker.
So it's our option. So that's good. It's got to be.
Personal foul?
Against West Division, personal foul against the West
Okay, ball's going to come up to the 35, it looks like.
Got to explain it to the West Vigo coach.
Now they're going to turn around and move it back, are they? Yep.
Penalty is dead.
Yep. And that's the end of the half.
Yep.
Although there's 1.4 on the board.
Yeah, how are we doing that? Huh. That's halftime for some reason.
So we have no explanation for the 1.4 on the board.
I don't know why that happened.
14-14 at the end of one half play.
Halftime here.
So Athenians
And West Vigo.
much ahead of where they were last week, but not ahead in the score at the end of half.
No, just gave up that last touchdown. But hey, fun to watch. Lots of good things, and I'm sure you've seen improvement from game 1 to game 2, or at least the first half of game 2.
Well, the biggest improvement really is on the opposite side of the ball on defense. Now, I will also say an improvement on offense. Okay, we got a halftime show going, but camera being adjusted to that. Brian, another improvement is on the running game.
Yes.
Because we've got positive yards on running. Field's very effective, and we called a play that I didn't see last week, and it went very well.
A wildcat play.
So I would say those, the overall defense improved. But we got an interception. Unfortunately, we gave up our first interception to the opponents.
Yep.
So
tipped ball.
Unfortunately, kind of evens out from that regard. But really, our defense, I would say our defense had more guys hustling to the ball. Tackling still needs to be sharper.
Yep.
We probably got lucky a couple times with the passing game where they weren't able to connect when they had guys open.
Yeah.
But, hey, I think probably the same thing can be said the other way.
Right.
We had a pass or two that we certainly could have completed. It didn't get completed. So,
For sure.
yeah, I think the score is very representative of what this game has been
That's
about.
right. That's right. Which is not what you would say about last week's game. You made that kind of comment. And I thought the same thing. We listened as much as we could. Didn't go, but they said, it really wasn't. It didn't feel like a 55-14 game.
I think, I think we were down by 2 touchdowns at the end of the first quarter last week, I believe.
Yeah.
Got worse.
Yeah.
By halftime, we were way behind.
Yep.
For a while, in the third quarter, we held the scoring. I think maybe Green Cross only had 1 touchdown in the third quarter, but maybe scored a couple more in the final quarter. But anyway, yeah, our defense definitely played better, and I think we can point out several people, but I'd like to point out Ethan Powell, because I think he made 2 or 3 really critical plays in the ball game. And even though they did end up scoring on that last drive, he saved the touchdown earlier.
It's a different kind of momentum swing when you run a touchdown back versus on the interception, pick 6.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
We haven't. I don't think we got any recent scores from the county team.
Yeah, let me take a look at that.
I'll let you look at that up. Again, 14-14 here at the Athenian football field. West Vigo showing a combination of running and throwing the ball. Have got more yards throwing the ball, as have the Athenians. Athenians go back to, Brian, the improvement on defense. They've definitely given up a lot less yardage on the run.
Yep.
The rushing yards down.
Containing a lot better, huh? The update here from around the county. Let me give you some scoring updates. After 1 quarter, I think South and North Putt actually started late. I heard because of because they were for the heat. I think it was delayed. So 13-0 after 1 quarter for South over North Putt. And North Montgomery, latest update I see, they lead at halftime 22-7 over Hamilton Heights. So 22-7 for the North Hamilton Heights school, with North, that's in North's favor. and Southmont is leading 13-0 after a quarter. So those are all the scoring updates, and we will take a break. About 10 minutes to go for the rest of halftime, so we'll take a break here, and we'll be back for the start of the second half with about a minute to go. Thanks for joining in.
Back at the Athenian football field where your Athenians are tied with the Vikings from West Vigo, 14-14. If you did not have a chance to join us for the first half, the score certainly does represent the play on the field. Very even. Both teams getting big plays with the passing game. Neither team getting great yards with the rush. Both teams having a turnover. And so here we are. The only difference really in the score here, Brian, is the fact that we got to 14 by making one 2-point conversion, and the Vikings kicked the 1-point conversion both tries. So the Athenians will be kicking off as we start the second half. Athenians with an improved defense over the play against Greencastle last week. Hope that can keep going.
I have been, it's been fun to watch, and I've been impressed. And you kind of prepped me, Dan, on this offense, and it is really fun to watch. And the defense, again, is much improved over what I've seen the last few years.
Hernandez with the kickoff. Now you're going right to the left. We're getting beat on the side out there. Finally, number 18, I believe, Brian.
Number 18 for Crawfordsville?
No, for West Vigo.
Is he returning it? Yeah. That's the senior Sholar.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you have to check me. I'm not sure see, it's getting darker.
It is. We don't have the sun in our eyes for the second half.
Thank goodness.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay, let's see who starts the quarterback here. Looks like we're back to our original starter here. Lindsay at quarterback.
He's got stacked receivers on both sides.
Lindsay straight back to pass. Going to go deep down the sideline.
He's underthrown.
Oh! Well, good adjustment by the receiver. That was number 1 out there. Yeah. But he couldn't hold on to the ball. We had pretty good coverage, actually. Again, give credit to the receiver. Really adjusted to the ball.
Yep.
But ball off his hands, so it's second down and 10 more.
And there's a flag. And it looks like it's going to be against West Vigo.
I think, but I'm not sure.
It's pass interference.
Pass interference.
I thought they shoved our receiver out of the way.
Well, our guy kind of went,
He went flying.
Okay, well, let's go and move the ball now from the West Vigo 45. We're going to go back to the 30-yard line where it'll be first down and 25.
Ball was underthrown there, which put their receiver in a tough spot.
Yeah, but you know what? It also puts the defender in a tough spot.
For sure.
Here's the ball up the middle. Good play in there. We stepped in and got a pretty good hit there.
That was Ethan Patton in there first hit. Yeah, did a great job.
That was number 18 on the run there. He was the young man that carried the ball on the kickoff.
That's Gerald Sholar, a senior running back for West Vigo. Again, Lindsay, the senior quarterback, back in there for the Vikings.
Senior quarterback.
No snap, but he brings it in. Now he's going to run, and the Athenians are all over him.
That's Jack Pendleton
with the tackle from behind.
Gonzalez. Pendleton gets fired up there. Gonzalez is up. Did a great job.
Yeah, Pendleton did a nice job because as the quarterback started up and he got it from behind.
Yeah.
Showed a little quickness there. Just going here in the second half of play, quarter number 3. 10 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Again, a 14-14 ball game. Motion to the left, to give to the left. I got some room out here.
Nice job of getting tackle.
Strike it out again. We're still having a little trouble getting the tackle on the first attempt. We really had a chance to close it down for a lot less. But anyway, it'll be 4th and long, and so we got to think we're going to punt the ball here.
15-yard penalty.
Good job out of the gate for the Athenians to start the second half. How about that?
Hey, we like it a bunch. Yep. Ball at the 42-yard line of the Vikings. You got the number of the punter there, Brian?
24 is their punter. Yep, number 24, that's Ryan Schaefer, sophomore. And Andrew Martin, again, back deep for the Athenians to
Snap a
receive the
little
punt.
low, but
Off the side of his foot.
Athenians going to get the ball in good shape here. Don't fumble that ball now.
He just ran over and fell on it. Good job. That was number 19. That's on their cover. That's Ezekiel Cardenas, a sophomore. Not always what you want to do.
No, I think yeah. Ezekiel would have made me happy if he had just let it go because it was already about dead. Right. Great field position for the Athenians here on their first possession of the third quarter. Again, Fields in the backfield with Underwood.
Trips to his right. 3 wide receivers. Michael Wills to his left.
There's a good snap. Ball goes out quickly. Tried a little bubble screen, but nothing there.
Yep, that was Ethan Powell there. It looks like he lost 1.5 maybe.
I have to admit, I didn't see, did we miss a block, or they just had a free man that got through there?
They must have had a free man that got through there.
I think they definitely read that play well, and so it's going to be 2nd down and 11 for the Athenians.
Quick scoring update, Southmont. North Putt actually gets on the board now, and it's 13-7 with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
All right, nobody in there with Underwood this time. You got everybody spread out. Steps back, up the middle. He's going to roll to the right, trying to get the corner. Cannot make much. He got a couple.
I got back to the line of scrimmage, the original line there.
Yeah, back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Third down, 10 ball on their own 47-yard
Ball for the Athenians. Gain of 1.
Most part, the Athenians have done a good job in protecting Underwood has done a good
All right, here comes McLemore into the ball game.
He's coming in for Ethan Powell.
Yep. So let's see what the Athenians call here. Even a good gain here probably puts us in a 4th down try situation. We've got to get some yardage here. Underwood back, looking out wide. Here's
there's your.
Yeah, good job by Hernandez. Hey, he fights for it. Oh, he probably picked up 5 yards on his own there, Brian.
Yeah, Alex is a big load to bring down. He's listed at 6'3", 200 pounds, and he's every bit of that.
We're looking at a 4th down and 4. So Athenians are going to go for it.
Yep, got Hernandez on the line at tight end on the right side. Willis and McLemore split wide, and Martin in the slot.
Okay, ball at the 47 of West Vigo.
Tries to fake out the defense to no avail.
1 for 2 on 4th down tonight.
Yeah, tried to pick up that first down on penalty there. Get him to jump.
Right.
Good
Underwood
snap.
in the air. Got a man. That was Martin.
Yep.
And couldn't tell whether that ball got clean into him or not.
I'm not sure it did. It was a tough angle for us to see.
Yeah.
And I think decent coverage.
I think we had 2 guys too close together in those.
Yep. Sure looked
probably helped the defense a little there. So that'll give the Vikings the ball on the 47-yard line, and good position there for him to start with. But hey, that was worth a try.
Yep, absolutely. Go for it. Athenian defense already has a stop in the second half here and gained some positive yardage there. So we got Lindsay still in at quarterback.
Lindsay, yeah. All right, he's going to give the ball off up middle.
Shoulder.
Running hard for about 8 yards on the play.
Ethan Patton and Ethan Powell.
That's the same look we saw too much last week.
Okay.
There's a 1st down play right there.
Yep.
Just run hard up the gut there, and we just didn't get anybody in front of it.
2nd and 3 on the Athenian 46.
So Vikings out level here again with a 2nd down and 3. They're going to
little off tackle play, right? The lineman got to stop it, and the linebackers fill gaps. Quarterback keeper this time.
I got him right.
Down.
Oh my goodness.
And
picked up by Deshaun Lowe.
Oh, not it.
Deshaun Lowe is going to run into the end zone.
that's number 1.
Yeah.
Deshaun Lowe. That's the guy we've talked about how quick he is. He just fortuitous bounce. Yeah, I know, another one on the carpet that we didn't come up with.
6.
Yeah. You said you were going to track those.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't.
No.
So
how often does that ball bounce right up into your hands?
well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Well.
But it did.
Anyway, let's block this extra point attempt here.
Yep.
20-14. Vikings have just taken the lead. Kind of a busted play, but they all count. Toe on the ball, right through the middle. That was the best kick that he's had. So Vikings go up by a touchdown and an extra point at 21-14. A lot of time left in this one, though. 6:25 remaining here in the third.
And think about that. Doggone it. They put the ball on the turf, and we had guys all around it. But, boy, it bounced right up into those hands, and he's gone.
Yep. Well, we got to make clean tackles, too. We had a chance, certainly, to stop that from going all the way. Kind of couldn't put the clamps on.
Nope.
So, Athenians waiting for the Vikings to get in the kicking position, and back there, I think we have the same personnel behind that in
all night
weak
long.
receive position.
Yep. That's Martin, Cheney, and Fields back deep in their same spots. Quick scoring update at North Montgomery. North Montgomery leads now 24-7. First possession of the second half. Hamilton Heights punter can't field the snap, and it's a safety for the Chargers. So 24-7 in favor of North and 13-7 in favor of South. And it's 21-14 in favor of West Vigo here at the Athenian Complex.
Center, Crawfordsville now trails 21-14 off of basically broken play.
I think back there, I think 57 kicking off again. There it is, straight down the a little bit to the left side, and we're going to have Martin with the ball.
Got a little more room, but
No. Yeah, we need a little work on that part of the game.
Yep.
There's too many guys not getting touched. They had 4 men. I mean, you expect your return man to maybe beat some guys on his own, but there were 4 guys, and that's
he'd be better off just running straight ahead, I think.
Not very good odds.
Trying to make something happen, though.
Okay, how do we go? And Indians starting now on their own 21-yard line. Well, not sure what the holdup is. We got a flag. It's going to go against the Athenians, unfortunately. So I see gold and blue backing up. Yeah. Blocking below the waist.
Okay. Well, that, hurts a starting field position there.
I'd say.
For this drive.
I'd say. All right, let's pick up some positive now.
That just backs up the Athenians. It is still 1st and 10, but the ball is now on their own 10-yard line. Underwood with the snap, hands it off to Fields.
Good job, Fields. Breaking through.
Doing a great job of breaking a few tackles, still going, and the ref will blow it in. Looks to be
good first down run right there.
18-yard line.
Second, it'll be second down.
Yep.
Fields just plowed in there and kept his feet moving.
All right, looks like about second down and maybe 2, Brian, 3, and
so I would say they have 2 on the board.
2 receivers to his right.
2 receivers edge side, Fields in the backfield. Now we move Fields from the left side to the right side.
To his right. The snap.
That was going to be an illegal procedure against the Athenians, I do believe.
Yep.
They got mixed up on the snap number, I think. The cadence was out of rhythm.
Still be second down. Just be 5 yards further.
Yeah, we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot right now.
2nd and 7 ball.
Got to put together some positives.
5:15 and counting here in the 3rd quarter.
All right, here we go.
We go 21-14.
Fields to the right of Underwood.
Underwood once again.
Double on both sides. Back to Underwood, out quick.
And
McLemore drops the ball. Tried to run before he caught it.
He did. He was going upfield.
Third down and long now. 3rd and 7. Athenians on their own 13-yard line.
Pass from Underwood.
You got Powell and Hernandez and Martin and McLemore in.
Don't forget now, Brian, that was a freshman that just dropped that
That's
ball.
right. Yep. Willis is not in there right now. Fields is off to the right side.
Pitch, Fields, going right, cannot get opening, and he goes down at about the 15-yard line. So Athenians forced the punt now.
The ball. And that'll bring up 8. They only gained about 2 yards on the play in that.
Second time tonight that the Athenians have had to punt the ball.
15, it looks like Crawfordsville.
First time, had a good snap, not a bad punt, we just got a bad bounce.
Yeah.
So we've had a couple of bad bounces, Brian.
Not standing in his end zone, but he's pretty close. So you got to be careful here. Need another good snap
Good
again.
snap.
That is
No pressure.
much better
Good
punt.
punt. Get down and get on the ball. Get on the ball.
come on,
Get on the
get
ball.
It looks to be what
I can't tell, but there's a battle for it.
looked to fall.
Evan Cheney's saying that it's a clean ball.
Cheney's back. Well, put the stripes on him. And we'll take it. But I'm afraid it didn't work.
It's going to be West Vigo ball.
7.
That's right.
Can't have.
You're-
You can't be 0-7 when your opponents put the ball on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Jack Pendleton a little slow to get up there.
Another punt right there. And we do have
and the thing about that one, Brian, we had them outnumbered.
Yeah.
Bad.
We were too. Yep.
But you know what? You know why they got the ball? Because nobody played their man.
Right. Right.
his first
34 was injured.
Okay.
from injury.
34. Is that for West Vigo?
West Vigo takes over first and
So West Vigo ball here.
ball on the
Yep.
10 on the 41.
Lindsey Store quarterback, I believe. Hard to see.
Yep.
I
it
hits the
was-
snap, ball hits the ground, ball out to the outside. Boy, he almost had a knee down, Brian, but
He did.
apparently did not. Or he got it up if he had it.
Yep. Nate Schrader on the tackle there, along with Evan Cheney.
That would
Wrap
be
him
about
up.
a 3-yard pickup on the play. 2nd down, 7. Just under the 4-minute mark now on the clock here in the third quarter. Athenians trailing 21-14.
clock under 4 minutes now here in the third quarter.
All right, it's
Back under.
Vikings with 2 right and 2 left on the receiving core. 1 in the backfield. Here's a look to the left side. Ball's complete. Nice catch.
Hey, that was
But a good catch. Well, we didn't tackle. We just absolutely got to finish tackling.
that was.
I
Yep.
mean, we had a perfect.
McLemore and Belt were both there. They first good initial hit, and but got to get him to the turf. And but good job with the initial hit. Just need to finish it. And that's what Coach Slicker said after last game.
All right, 1st down, 10. The ball on the Athenian 25-yard line.
25. West Vigo looking to take a 2-touchdown lead if they score on this drive.
Back to pass. Airs down the middle. Got a man wide open.
Wide open.
Whoa, my goodness.
Number 22, Peyton Clark. It's a junior,
That kid
5'7", 150-pound
Yeah.
receiver.
Well, that's the first time tonight we completely blew coverage on that one. We
Got behind us.
didn't have anybody.
Three guys not in the vicinity even.
West Vigo takes a 27-14 lead over Crawfordsville.
All right, the
Not the third quarter, but
left-footed kicker back in there. Trying to run it to 28. Here's a snap, little low. The kick is good. And I want to tell you, is the crossbar 10 feet high?
I think so.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that ball was 11, maybe.
Right. 14-28 now.
Yeah.
14-28 is the score.
Okay, Athenians got themselves in a catch-up mode here, but they've got enough offense to do this, Brian.
Yep.
At this point, we've got to turn some things defensively. Second half, the defense has kind of let us down a little bit.
It is. That's
I don't, sometimes you say, well, you got halftime adjustments. I don't see anything really different.
right.
I really don't. I mean, results are different, but I'm not looking at different. Really, they run the same play.
Yeah,
I mean,
right. Couple breakdowns there. Again, a great bounce in the hands of Lowe, and he's gone to the sideline.
Tackling. We've missed too many tackles, and
That was a result right there for
still
sure.
not able to take advantage of balls being put on the ground out there.
This is a time for Crawfordsville to dig deep, though, and they're
Well, we
they
got
feel that momentum swing.
Hey, we got the ball, put one on the board, and you're only one down.
One down.
With a lot of time to go.
Be great to score in this series. So yeah, number 57, I believe, to kick off again.
There we go. Well, same man.
No, same plays, but that's
McLemore.
Nope, that's actually Willis is back in there. Yep. Made some adjustments back there. So you had Fields, Willis, and Martin.
I tell you, we've got too much speed back there to not be getting more off of the kickoff.
Should have better starting position.
There's just too many guys getting through our blocking is not really holding anybody up.
Right.
Of course, you see, sometimes when you fumble the ball, it takes the defense out of rhythm. Most of the time it doesn't.
It doesn't most of the time. Right. Yep.
All right, Underwood. Let's see if we can get something going. It's out into the flat. We got a ball caught, and we got some room for Martin, and he moves it up just short of the 30, I think.
Yeah, like the explosive. He ran hard after that.
Yeah, we got a man down. Is that Martin?
Martin got up.
Okay.
That's Powell.
Powell down.
Yep. Maybe a cramp.
They're going to mark the ball at the 30-yard line, so good pickup on the play. Second down and 4.
Powell's jogging off. He's going to be okay. So you got Martin and Willis in at receivers, and McLemore, Hernandez, number 15, Cheney's coming in to replace Powell.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think he's going to be fine. He's walking pretty good here. Trainer didn't seem to be too concerned, so that's good news. Okay, good pickup. Let's keep it going here. A little bit different throw. We got
just overthrown.
Yeah.
Be careful on that one. That's not backwards, right? Not. Throw that backwards. That's a free ball over there.
Well, I think we had some yards there.
Yep.
And again, this is not a negative, but we are a little bit quicker with that.
Right.
I mean, timing is so much, and not 1,001, but that much difference.
Right.
Somebody's off. I hope it's not us. I think we might have moved, Bill.
I think it was us. Yep. It's us. So, it's going to back us up from a 3rd and short.
Boy.
Puts it at a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, we've definitely hurt ourselves in more ways
the
than
second
one.
half.
Second half has been,
The second half. So
just not efficient on offense. Okay, 3rd down.
Ball start brings up a 3rd and 9 now from the Crawfordsville 25-yard line. Underwood
They're not really bringing people this time.
This could be another false start.
We've got false start on the Athenians, and I mean to tell you,
back false starts. That's 10 yards lost there.
We are kind of coming apart at the seams right now. This is, there's just not too many good play calls when you look at a 3rd down and 14.
No. The defense doesn't really have to guess anymore about what you're going to do.
The good part maybe is that they're probably not blitzing here.
Yeah.
As you can see, the linebackers way off.
Way off. We got 5 receivers in. Empty backfield.
Catch the ball, man. Catch the ball.
Pass intended for Wells. Looked like it was in his hands.
I will tell you, if he catches that ball, we got one guy to beat.
Right. And he's got speed to do it.
Yep.
He's quick. So that incompletion will bring up a 4th down, and Underwood's back to punt. 3rd punt?
Yes. Yes.
Whether that be defense, offense, special teams. Because Vigo has muffed the punt.
Oh boy, there's a low one, but we got it all. You know what? Power wasn't in there, was it?
Nope.
Look at that.
Gets a Looked to be a
Okay.
football-friendly match.
Ball down to the 47-yard line.
Jack Pendleton down. Good punt by Underwood.
Yeah, Jack picked that up just a dumb. He's going to
Yep.
kind of back up a little bit.
He got the maximum yardage there.
Yep.
He could have.
Well,
Take over.
let's do something on defense now. Well, we just not played well on either side of the ball this quarter, Brian, and
Here in the third quarter.
Good stop to begin the half, and then
something I didn't say.
Have a takeaway in the
West Vigo, they know where we were last year, the year before.
Right.
They know what happened last week, and they won 46-0. You know what? It'd be hard to coach against those kids to start the game. Really, I mean.
Right.
All right, Lindsay, hands off, up the middle he goes. Athenian defense not able to make it on the first hit, but stopped him with, let's call it about a 5-yard gain. Let's see where they put it down.
it's Scholler again on that run.
Oh, they've got him down, so there must have been a whistle I didn't hear there, Brian.
Yeah.
They're going to put the ball down on the 45-yard line, so second down and 8. So we're going to congratulate the Athenians on that first down play.
That's what he wanted, better first down coverage, and he got it.
Yep.
Little confusion here in the
Okay.
offensive set.
Lindsay will get back in the shotgun. Looks to have number 33.
Ball on the ground. Let's get in there.
Ball is
Well, he falls on it.
He's did the smart thing, didn't he?
Lindsay,
Senior quarterback.
yeah, Lindsay made the right move there.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. We can use that. Clock running down here in the third quarter play, but they'll need to run one more here.
minus 14 yards.
So,
You add that one to your list?
well, I mean,
Not on a snap.
You almost have to in a way. I mean,
Right.
You know, they had one bounce on the punt snap earlier in the game too.
Yeah,
And
and he still got the punt off.
here we go. 10 seconds left. Ball snapped with 8. Back is Lindsay. Down the middle he goes.
Got a guy open. There's Martin. Andrew Martin. Yeah. He just overthrew the receiver, and Andrew's camping out.
You see what? And I bet he was right.
Yeah.
Andrew does still.
Yeah, right. He looked like he got him.
Trying to get a face mask.
Yep.
They didn't call it, did they?
Yeah.
Well, another interception for Andrew Martin, and he definitely has a nose for the ball.
He's playing center field there, right where he needed to be.
Yep.
Good job.
All right. Well,
1 second.
1 second. So I don't know. I don't try to. I want to get something positive,
Yeah,
Brian.
right. Just play it like it's a
They got the stop.
normal play here.
Defense got the stop they needed. The offense
See what-
capitalized here.
Defense
One last play in before
still.
Good stop by our defense, by the way.
A 4-4 defense still.
Yep.
Underwood.
Underwood with the pass.
No good.
Yep. Incomplete.
See, who's on the ground over there?
Somebody's on the ground. Who is that? There's
Second and 10.
one of them is McLemore. If that's not who's on the ground, I assume that's Martin.
I think you're right.
That's the end of the third quarter. West
Might be cramping up a little bit.
Andrew Martin. Well,
14. You're listening to Cover Football here on Thunder 103.9.
well, listen, we had good play on defense on first down that time, and then they kind of screwed up on second down to help out.
Right.
And then the big interception.
Second interception of the game, right?
Put people in third and long,
Yeah.
and good things happen.
Good things happen. Pretty sure that's why Coach wants them to play better on first down. Right?
All right.
Cover better on first down.
Well, the game plan is now, Brian, we can't let them score anymore, and we need 15.
Yep. That's right. Can you do that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I will go back to the point I was trying to make. You know, kids, they look at opponents, you know.
For sure.
And they know on paper where they should win or where they should lose.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying that West Vigo should have looked at it and said they should have won, because I don't think that's necessarily the case.
Right.
But looking at the numbers and Athenians' past record,
Where we've been.
they've got it. Those kids got to think, hey,
Yep.
we're gonna smash those
Right.
guys. And we came out and showed that that's not the case.
Scored first.
But
Stopped them.
on the other hand, I tell you what, we just haven't played as well.
Second
Second half.
I think we're a little tired.
Here we go, second down 10.
Got a little sloppy with Pip.
Oh, Lateral. He's wide open. Catch the ball.
Oh,
he
he's
was
down.
down. Right.
He's down.
Is that Cheney?
That's Powell.
Powell.
Yeah, that's Powell. So it went to Martin. So it was Underwood to Martin to Powell. Yeah.
I'm glad, but see,
Yeah, I know.
that's another sign of a team that's not used to winning.
Right.
You know what?
Because you stay up and score.
Yep. Okay, good catch, though. Good catch.
Got a big first down.
And he probably didn't know how easy a touchdown would have been if he'd got it. But anyway, hey, positive play. All right.
21 yards.
Fields to the left. Underwood catches.
It's a wild catch.
Fields trying to get outside. He does.
He's got
positive yards.
Tuck that ball down.
He's still breaking tackles.
Oh, so he fought for first down. He made that happen.
He sure did.
Because he was tackled. Yeah.
Yeah, we had some blocking initially, but the second half of that play was all Mr. Fields.
That was. Great job there. No first down. Back-to-back first downs.
Athenians on the move. Moving down toward the 11-minute mark, so a lot of time to go. We need to stick this one in now. Athenians at the 29-yard line.
Interception. Underwood once again comes out and shotgun.
They got a man coming, a blitz. Underwood's got some room to the left. Good
coverage. Oh, did he catch that? It was deflected into the hands of number.
Well, he's running anyway, so he's got it.
Still running.
Unbelievable.
That's tough break.
Yep, there was a flag on the ground.
Boy.
I think that was number 14. They just made a great defensive play in the beginning. I didn't see the ball get tipped into his hands until
it is against the.
It's against West Vigo. Is it block? Yeah, block in the back. It's a killer. Yeah, the interception's still good on that, and unfortunately, but on the block, they're not going to have that good a field position.
The ball, it was not a terrible throw, by the way, but it was just slightly underthrown.
Yeah, right.
And credit him with good defense.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see who tipped it, but 14 Barnes came up with it.
Yeah, he got there just in time to tip the ball. But had the ball been, a foot further, I think we still catch it.
Is that 2-2 in turnovers?
Yeah, I think so.
15-yard line.
All right, here we go. Ball thrown to the right side.
So McLemore in there on coverage.
I tell you what,
little pick play.
They blocked us when the ball was in the air.
Right.
So
illegal pick, perhaps.
Well, it's interference.
Yeah,
that's what it is. You can't.
2 interceptions for the sophomore.
So anyway, we let that one go.
Yep. Mans is back in at quarterback for them, by the way. So after the interception by Lindsay, they make the change.
Staying with the twin receivers on both sides. Here's a pass complete for a loss.
That was Wilbur.
I think a loss. Let's see where they mark it.
Loss, or right back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. Yeah, I think it is. But it's third and short.
Actually, a loss of that brings up a 3rd and 3. The ball is on the West Vigo 26-yard line as they lead Crawfordsville 28-14.
Okay.
Another big defensive play here.
Yeah, you're right. We can get a stop here. We'll force them to punt the ball, and so we need to
come up big once again.
Find a way to stop them short here. It is 3rd down and 2. Ball on the West Vigo 26-yard line.
Mars once again back in the shotgun. He has 2 receivers to his
Here's
left.
Mars running the ball. He's tackled.
I think they've got him spotted.
Yeah, first down.
First down.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we had almost identical plays. This time, however, he was driven backwards, but he's picked up 2 first downs.
Yep. It's a big load.
Well, they're moving the 6. So anyway, not bad defense. We're trying to step up, but well, that's just a tough task to stop something that is such short yardage.
Right.
9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter of play. Athenians down by 2 touchdowns. Need a stop in a hurry. Got to think that maybe that West Vigo might tend to run the ball a little more now with the clock running
Keep
down.
that thing moving. That's right.
Here's a snap. They're going to throw there. They got a man, and he's got a catch. Going to pick up about 7 yards on the play.
I think that was Scholler. Number 18, maybe?
Yeah.
Yep. That's Scholler.
And good quick throw. It'll be second down or about 3.
Second and 3.
Ball moved up to about the 36-yard line.
Vigo leads 28-14.
Now, I want to look. If I'm doing defense here. I want to look for a chance to cheat someplace.
Yeah.
I want to look for a chance to make a defensive play. How can I take the ball away? How can I sack the quarterback? How can I, we've got to have 2 more touches. Here's a timeout as
Play clock was down to 1.
All right, everybody a chance to grab a little air here.
Yeah, I think they're playing that low. Their speedsters over there with ice on his calf on the sideline.
I don't know, but our speedster's playing water boy. I noticed he dragged the water onto the field here. I don't know. Number 3, I don't know. He needs to get more respect.
That's right. So, get him out there and make something happen. Maybe that'd be the secret weapon.
Well,
surprise play, something to do something different.
I mean, this is early in the year.
Yep.
But those are the kind of things that as he, I mean, obviously you got a guy there who can really run. That's the way to get it. It's always kind of a guess, but you set it up the backside of quarterback on a throwing play, come in hitting from behind, kick the ball loose. I mean, it's a long way from a sure thing, but
for sure.
What I'm saying is, we're in a position where we're going to have to gamble.
Yep. Make something.
I mean, it's second down and short again.
Right.
We let that first down play hurt us. And,
So make something big happen here. This is where your playmakers, your senior leaders, guys got to step in there and make it happen. Refuse to lose.
But on the opposite side, I would look for them to run the
Just
ball.
run it like crazy.
See how they feel here.
Yep.
Quarterback on the run.
Yep.
We got see now here.
And I don't believe he got there.
We got a young man, 86.
Yep.
Mr. Willis, good athlete.
Yeah.
Quarterback was 25 yards away from him, running his direction, and he had no blocker on him.
Yeah.
And he stood right there. Now he's got outside responsibility.
Right.
I understand that.
Yeah, but
you got to move up and make the play, and just keep your hat on the outside.
And you know the situation here a bit, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
They're not going to pass.
But he, I
Contain.
mean, I mean, he looks bad if he goes up and misses a tackle. I know that.
Right.
But he's got to make it with his hat on the outside.
Right.
But he could have thrown that guy for a loss.
Yep. And as you said, hit him hard enough to knock the ball loose.
Up the gut.
Yeah, we're going to see a heavy dose of them running.
Not bad.
Nope. Good coverage. Who's in there for the Athenians? Number. Is that Pat? I think it's Patton again. Yeah, Ethan Patton again on the tackle.
Patton on the tackle. Second down and about 7. 3-yard pickup on the play.
Yep.
They're milking the clock now too. Which they should do.
7 minutes left here in the football game.
6 minutes, 50 seconds remaining as they come up to the ball.
Statistically speaking, next time that ball's on the carpet, it's going to be ours. Almost was.
Almost.
Come on, we got to make that play over there.
I think that's McLemore, freshman again.
Yeah. Well, again, our 2 outside guys, when they're going out there, are freshmen and a sophomore.
Right.
So, they're going to get better because they've got the wheels.
Yes.
And they're this good athletes. They're not real big guys.
Nope.
But, for the most part, they're tackling guys that are, not that much bigger than they are.
Right.
And they're probably going to get bigger, too.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. 3rd down. I think a stop here forces them to punt the ball, Brian.
They may go for it if they get enough here on 3rd down and 4. Ball 45.
Don't let this guy.
Bars.
He's too open. We missed tackle.
Breaks 2 tackles. And
Broke a tackle there. 15-84, and then Ethan Powell brings him down. Helps him up.
Yeah, just not tackling. The second half, the tackling has just really been short of what we need.
And that is another.
So first down, the ball down to about the 34-yard line now. Hey, gotta keep thinking on the field out there. 2 touchdowns in a football game can happen
swing quickly.
in a hurry.
West Vigo
Yep.
Crawfordsville 34.
Well, I won't tell the story.
Clock nearing down to 5:30 left.
You've seen it happen.
Ball game. Hands ball to 33.
So team.
McAllister.
That's Ethan Powell with the tackle there, but not after he gained about 6 yards.
6. Second and 4 at the 28-yard line. Clock about to tick under
Our
5
team
minutes here.
driven by 2 touchdowns with 4 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And somebody who was scouting the team from Crawfordsville left with 4 minutes to go. They got back for a party get together, and on TV we found out the team leading lost by a touchdown.
Oh my goodness.
Ball's
on ground.
dead, and they called it dead.
This guy marked it. He threw his fumble bag, but he's picking it up.
3rd down and short. But this is definitely 4 down territory, so
Yep.
that part of it doesn't help. We got to have the football. Now you got somebody thinking about grabbing the ball here.
Right.
And if West Vigo
Start trying to knock it loose, strip it.
have a shot in the ball game.
And the other thing, you got to go ahead and play the run, although they can gamble here.
Right.
And they are.
they're going to.
They are.
Yep.
That ball came in.
He called it incomplete. Yep. Didn't make a football move, did he, with the ball?
Okay. Now, I'm going to cheat.
Yeah.
I got extra men up on the line.
Right.
If they're going to throw the ball on us, they beat
You're
me.
okay with it.
They beat
Right.
me.
Right.
But look,
Make something
they got a
happen.
half a yard.
Yeah.
And
Get it here.
I think the big quarterback's going to keep the ball.
Right.
But, you know,
In this game.
whoever keeps it, you got to play the run here.
Yep.
And score on offense pretty quickly.
Go ahead.
He's not under center. Bad snap.
Cheat them up there.
Yep.
Cheat
Go.
them up there.
Timeout.
Okay, they saw it.
Yeah.
But that's what we got to do.
That's right.
And like I say, if they throw it and beat us, so be
So
it.
be it. You're already down. You got to go for it. So we got 4 minutes. 4:08.
28-14, Athenians trailing the Vikings from West Vigo. It is a 4th down and very short. I think this is a second West Vigo timeout that they've called.
Looks like North Montgomery's going to move to 2-0. They're up 31-7 over Hamilton Heights with 6:38 to go.
Well, I think that was expected.
Yeah.
Hamilton Heights,
They've been down for a while, haven't
they
they?
sure have. The
Yeah.
football program doesn't have any momentum.
Honestly, for both teams, it is a 4th down and 1. West Vigo has the ball in the Crawfordsville 25, and already a 10-play plus drive for West Vigo.
12 play this drive coming up, 4th down attempt. It'll put Crawford deep in the territory no matter what happens. If they get the defense and hold on 4th and
All right, again, 4:08 remaining
Time is the factor.
as West Vigo back onto the field now.
First you got to do is stop the 4th down.
Athenians crowding that line of scrimmage.
West Vigo.
Chance for a big stop here. Let's go D.
West Vigo, they're tight on their formation though.
Yep.
All right, quarterback with the ball, pitch to the right side. Boy, we had no penetration. I mean, I don't know how we don't have somebody up on that side.
Right.
I mean, I know some guys got blown out, but my goodness.
Somebody's got to get in there. Yep.
The way we were playing it, we should have had numbers. Anyway, 1st down and 10 for the Vikings. So things getting mighty short on the Athenian optimistic side. But
Run out of time.
3 minutes and 48 seconds to go as they come to the ball.
West Vigo, 1st down and 10, ball to Crawfordsville 18-yard.
Got to think they'll put it on the ground again here.
About 3:35 left here in the ball.
He's throwing, and he's got a little slant.
Oh my goodness. In and out of the hands of Andrew Martin.
I mean, opportunity.
Yeah, right.
So far, when I look at this season, the potential turnovers that we haven't got have just.
Well, we're adding up.
I mean, they've changed this ball game.
Right.
And so be it. But
Got to capitalize when you get a chance.
game.
Anyway,
Last time they threw.
we had two guys right there. Now, that was a good pattern.
Yep.
And really, the guy probably should have caught the ball to start with.
Right.
Anyway, here we go. Second down. They did stop the clock for us. All right, here's the run up they got.
Takes the snap, hands it off.
Yeah, you can't.
Gain about 3
Give him too many yards. Yep. Tackle him high.
Well,
Yeah.
here,
With the arms.
You're not driving through. So they're going to carry you for another 2, 3, 4 yards.
This is number 22, Peyton Clark, junior running back.
Got a Athenian timeout.
I believe Crawfordsville will take a timeout, so it's going to take one with them.
That would be our second timeout. But if each team now with one timeout remaining, I think that's right. We called one for our extra point earlier.
Yep.
You remember?
Yes.
Or no, that's not right.
Was that first half?
Wouldn't have been an extra point. But we called one on a. What were we running? I think we called one. I'm pretty sure. Anyway.
Yep.
Regardless, we have a timeout now, and we have a 3rd down and 6. I would think that the Vikings, I don't know why they wouldn't just run here
Right.
and keep the clock running or force us to use another timeout. But they're pretty well in the driver's seat and whatever they call, they're kind of playing with house money.
Right.
Having said that, again,
You've seen it.
well, look, if we'd have caught that run for a touchdown,
Yeah. Then you're down
then
one.
you're going to do an onside kick probably.
sure, yeah.
You know, and so,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, you just can't.
Got to take advantage of those opportunities.
A 3rd and 6 for West Vigo. They have the ball.
All right, here we go. Motion to the lap. Ball, snap low, but
Pass.
runner has no, I mean, to tell you.
Nobody.
I mean,
Everybody missed him.
For West Vigo.
boy,
Number
Yeah.
well,
Wilbur.
you know, I don't want to really put it on getting tired.
Yeah.
I mean, we played a lot of defense the second half.
For sure.
But, man, we didn't show up for the party on that one.
Yep.
Because the snap was low. You know, it really wasn't great timing on the play.
Yeah.
It took a while to get out. Boy, once he got outside his own tackle,
Yeah.
there was just no resistance. He could have ran wide if he wanted.
Yeah, he didn't get touched. Hey, number 22 checks in for this. That's Noah Nelson, a senior, 4-year player. He just checked in for the Athenian defense.
We might have been off a little bit, but it's good anyway.
Wow.
They didn't
just didn't call it.
They didn't flag that.
He had his hand on his flag.
Okay. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, 35-14 as Vikings kind of
Fisher's got us.
cement the game here, but let's see what the Athenians do with a little over 3 minutes to go. You know what? Here's 2 things. Number one, you can't quit here. You've got to have your kids going full bore, put a score on the board. Now the second point is, and I haven't looked close enough to know, but they may be putting some of the kids in the game for West Vigo that haven't played.
Right.
You may not have, the number 1 defense to go against. So play your best, get a score on the board.
Yep.
Get a score on the board, do an onside kick. Get some positive. Get some positive.
Yep, for sure.
Frankly, this second half, I mean, coach is going to have to be honest. There's a lot of negatives this second half.
Yep.
We could live with that first half. The second half was just too many mistakes, penalties, not good tackling, and failure again to get the potential turnover. Here's the kickoff. Going to do a big bounce. We got it in the middle. Up the middle it goes. Almost broke through, but a tackle made at about the 38-yard line. Maybe, yeah.
That was McLemore.
McLemore, freshman, and he's got some wheels. All right, 2 men remaining in the ball game, and let's see what the Athenians can do.
Deficit a little bit.
Just to give the offense some confidence. That's what you need right now. They struggle in the second half.
I don't think they've changed too much defense, Brian. Looking out there.
It doesn't look like it.
Numbers, so.
Still see plenty of seniors in there, Lindsay and their other starters.
Underwood takes the snap.
Wide open, get out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
Fields and
You didn't make it out.
nope, he didn't make it. So it's still running. He was battling. Do I go upfield or not?
That's okay.
That's right.
And that's a learning point for the coaches, you know.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, second down and 4. Ball at the 44-yard line of the Athenians.
Underwood once again in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left and Willis to his right.
Sophomore quarterback throws high. And
come down with it? Nope.
No, not a good throw that time. Caden just, it was pretty soft. I've turned the ball out in the flat like that, and
you got to zip it.
You leave it in the air too long, it goes the other way.
Yeah, without anybody around.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. It was timing was too slow.
Yeah. Too long to develop.
And that's not even criticism.
No.
I'm just saying, as we play the game, we understand these things, and we start, doing things. Yeah. Well, in baseball, sometimes we would say he got under the ball.
Right.
And that's exactly what he did. That one sailed on him. He kind of threw like that.
Intended for McLemore, and luckily through the hands of the safety for West Vigo.
And the only good part there's two good things. They could have actually caught the ball.
Yeah.
And secondly, we stopped the clock.
Right. 4th down.
Which we hope matters, Brian.
Yep.
Okay.
It can make that matter.
This is 4th and 4. We can make this.
Just need to get that passing game sharp again.
Okay, block. There's no
Powell's back there with him.
No blitz on.
Rolls out.
Drop the ball.
Yeah. Intended for Merton.
Yeah, it looked like a really good throw.
Yeah.
Well, kind of the story of the second half. Was, Athenians not really able to, keep up to the standard of the first half. First half, a lot cleaner in almost every respect of the game.
Yep.
And but still, it's not a blowout. I mean, it looks 35-14. I think I could probably name 3 plays of the second half. As much as we said the Athenians haven't played well, I think I can name 3 plays and make this an even ball game at the very least.
Right. Got another freshman in the game now, Kale Weimer. And they're getting blocked, and there's Cheney's going to chase him down, and shoestring tackle. Saving touchdown there.
Yeah, but
that is number 10 for. He's not on the roster. Oh, it's 18. That's Scholler.
We got to be a little bit better with. We've got to have a linebacker be able to enter into that fray, and you got to have your defensive end play a lot tougher.
Yep. We have a freshman that we just put in there, and Kale Weimer got a play in. Now Zeke Cardenas.
Okay, great.
So some other guys.
Time out, Athenians.
Yep.
We have new personnel. Maybe we didn't have the right number either.
I think we did not.
In the ball game.
Here comes Pat and
You're listening to Shepherd's High School football.
Senior Caleb Belt down there at one of the corner spots.
.147 remaining in the ball game. Athenians trying to stave off another score. Coaches out there trying to get their heads together a little bit. We've got to. One thing I see is that we've just got to be a lot more hard-nosed with contact. We're just too many instances of being soft with contact. I want to, they want to get into play. I understand that. But what's happening is they're soft with the contact and running,
They run through it, right? When you run through that.
Around it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'd be ticked if they run through it, Brian.
Yeah.
When you run through contact, you're probably going to make a play.
Right.
But when you're running around it, or contact comes on me, and I backpedal.
Right,
and
so fighting through it.
And I never done anything hard.
Yeah.
I've got to do something hard,
Man still at quarterback.
Trey West, 21, Plainfield 20 at the half.
I know.
20 Prairie 6.
All right.
Your play.
That away. Good job.
Another run, I believe, by
To get a first down, but we've got clock running, and I tell you what, if we could, you might think they'd take a knee. You know,
Yeah.
you might think they'd take
They
a
can
knee.
do it.
They're right here.
Keegan Abney just checked in on defense at the middle line. Like they
They're
are.
really tight, so it looks like they may be
They've got the safety guy back in there with the
quarterback.
letting the clock run.
Yeah, man, the quarterback's going to go up
Right.
under center. So
He hadn't been there all
looks
night.
like for all practical purposes, the game is over. But
Yep.
Kneel down
let the
by
clock
Kneel down.
run.
Mars and
So next week, Western Moon comes here. Western Moon travels here to Crawfordsville.
Yeah.
Play the Athenians.
Haven't heard any word on Western Boone tonight, but
I haven't seen any updates.
they struggled in the second half, couldn't capitalize off
they're certainly one of the teams that lost a lot of personnel.
Here and improved to 2-0
Yeah, coming off
season.
state champion. So yeah, waiting to get under the.
15 on the play clock, 27.
Yeah, okay, up they go, and we got
That last kneel
snap and kneel down and
All good to go.
see how they handle that.
Yeah.
They're going to just let it roll, and they should.
Yep.
So that's a ball game. Sydney, your Athenians going down to the Vikings from West Vigo by a score of 35-14. A game that was very, very even in the first half. Second half, the Athenians kind of got behind early and just could never find any real momentum. I'd say the highlight of the second half was an interception. No, that wasn't. Let's see. I'll tell you what. I'm going to make the run by Keegan Fields the highlight.
Yeah.
Remember the run
When he fought through and game,
I
yeah.
think that was
I
the
agree.
highlight of that second half.
Hey, some good things for sure. Stepped up defense. We didn't get 4 quarters of it, but we got a half of really,
You're right.
really improved.
You know,
And they know what they have to work on.
and I'm going to go back to something I mentioned. You know, I can hear the West Vigo coach's speech at halftime because you know they're going to tell the guys, you guys, you know, you thought you were going to go out there and challenge these guys. You thought we're going to have to work. And came out and they made some good plays.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a thing away from them.
Yep.
But you know, on the other hand, I have to say that the same efficiency.
Right.
I'm not saying effort. The same efficiency for the Athenians was not there in the
Right.
second half.
Right.
So we don't really have any meaningful statistics. The only statistic that we see is the
Matters.
35-14.
Yep.
And but I think we can put some positive to it, as you mentioned.
For sure.
So what are we going to do next week? You already said it, but go ahead with
For Western, we have play Western Moon here at home. We'll be back on the webcast, so we hope you will either get out to the game or join us live. And you know, Western Moon's a different team. Those guys you talked about, guys in the conference graduating a bunch.
Yeah.
They graduated, you know,
well
2 years back-to-back state champions.
and,
Bunch of seniors in that last class. Well, last 2 actually.
yeah.
And you know, obviously well coached, good program, but should be different than it has been.
Well,
We are.
and you know, we just have to feel when you have talent.
Yep.
And you know, again, it's young talent. But the good thing about young talent, they improve faster.
Right.
You know, if you got guys that are seniors,
Yep.
I mean, they're about big. Not that they can't get better.
Yeah.
But we know these younger guys. I mean, they're fast.
Yeah,
They're
they're definitely a lot
strong.
better.
They're athletic. They're going to get better.
For sure.
So we look forward to seeing that week by week.
Yep,
If
yep.
that happens, this program is going to turn.
Yeah,
it's really already turned.
It is.
Pardon me. We've got some numbers.
Yep.
We've got some athletes,
Right.
and I think the kids are going to stay in the program and get it done.
Yeah,
So-
I agree. I like what Coach Slicker's doing, and I'm
holding on here.
encouraged.
I'm holding on here, Brian. I don't know whether you were told this, but I was told that Coach Slicker was going to come up.
I was
Either
told
way.
the same. Either way.
So we're
I was
holding.
kind of looking, yeah, we're hanging on here. He's talking to his team right now, but I'm looking to see, so we believe Coach Slicker's going to jump on this webcast with us.
Have we got any more county schools?
Oh, no, I just looked at that and I did not see an update. But let me check again for county and conference scores.
Well, it looks like, North definitely got a win, and Mounties were certainly ahead at the last look on that one. And
North Putt now leads Southmont.
oh, okay.
14-13. That was just posted 31 seconds ago. So North Putt's up over South with 2:17 to go in the third quarter, 14-13.
Okay.
So that's an update and a change. And I would guess that North ought to be done.
They are community owned, customer focused,
Well,
and public.
I don't know whether.
That is, once again, thank you to Crawfordsville Electric.
31-7 still at North is the last update. That's been a little while ago. That one should be over.
And that was the big thing. I know we got our scoring plays and scoring drives brought to you by our insurance group. A better way to do insurance, you can find out.
All right, the Athenian Hello has broke. Now we'll look to see if we can see something. I think I see Coach Slicker moving this direction. Well, he's bringing another few of the guys over.
We think he's coming, but it's always subject to change. Here's the final from Western Boone. Western Boone's 0-2. Western beat them. Western High School 31-21, and Western got them last year. That was the first loss.
Exactly.
So 31-21. So Western Boone starts 0-2. And Danville's our opponent in 2 weeks.
Danville, like I said, I'm putting them on top right now in my mind, but again, that's kind of a paper thing, and what I've seen, and what I saw last year.
Yep, for sure.
Also,
for sure.
There was some bad plays, bad breaks for Crawfordsville.
Basketball coaches don't wait till they get up. Those ones that can go either way, golf go either way, a shot go either way.
We're still holding out to see if Coach Slicker is coming up. We believe he is.
Yeah, I'm also checking Coach Weller out there, who is really kind of our.
And there is Coach Slicker right there.
You got him. You got him. I tell you what, let's trade. Let me ask him the first.
You got it.
I want to.
Hey, so here we have Coach Slicker here, going to join us with Coach Lover. So I'm going to hand over the headset and talk to the head coach.
Coach Slicker.
Yes, sir.
I'm really glad you came up to talk with us tonight. I was able to go down to Greencastle last week, and I'm impressed at the way we go about our aerial game. I think you're really on it there with that. And then I think the other thing I see is that we're still got a ways to go with the tackling.
Well, I told the team there after the game that this is what high school football is supposed to be. In other words, it's a tie game at halftime. You weren't sure who was going to win the game, and it's a step in the right direction. Now, obviously, like you said, there's still some plays out there on the field. I think we tackle a little better would have helped. And our passing game tonight had some moments. I think we definitely protected better tonight up front, so that was a real positive for us. We just weren't able to make some key plays, and I'll give them some credit. They made a couple nice picks there, and they were able to convert where we just weren't able to, to get that in the next big play. I told the guys though that, when you go into a season, you see some potential. That potential's still there. There's still some things here that I think we can get better at. They just got to keep with it.
Well, it's a young ball club, very young ball club. Most of those skill positions are going to be back next year, and several of them the year after that. And I think you can do nothing but be positive in that regard. I say this, and this sounds screwy, I know, and you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. I could pick 3 plays in that ball game and virtually bring it back even without any problem, because we had a ball down here when we were down by 2 touchdowns, could have been picked and gone all the way. Yes. And I know there wasn't tons of time left, but now you're down by 1 score, and we know anything can happen then.
Well, there's no doubt that there were about 3 monster plays, as you said, in this game. We caused a fumble here early in the third quarter. the ball bounces to their young man who makes a great run. Certainly they're late in the game. We had a chance for a pick there, and that would have been a pick six. You're almost thankful they're throwing the ball in that scenario right there. We were just a couple of times tonight, we're just a step short of making those plays. I talked at halftime like every play of the second half is a winning play. Because it could be. Every play has got to be a winning play because you don't know what play is going to make the difference in the game. So in your mind, and if they make a play, then we have to respond in kind and make a play right back at them. And we just, unfortunately tonight, we weren't able to answer once they answered us. It's 14-7 there. We have the lead. And we couldn't put another one up, and then they answered, and we could not answer back. We had a couple shots. Some confusion, and some of that is just that's coaching, honestly, as much as anything. I got to do a better job of making sure we know what we're doing there on offense, and we had some communication issues, and you're right, we're young in some spots.
That happens.
But we got to clean those things up. I'm encouraged. I know it's disappointing. You'd only have so many games, and this certainly was a team we felt like we had a good chance to defeat, and they just made more plays than we did in the second half.
Well, Brian Saunders, who had to put up with me the whole ball game, probably got tired of me saying this ball club has got to find a way to get more of the loose balls. I think Greencastle put 4 on the floor, and we didn't get any of those last week. They put some on the ground again tonight, and we're still not able to come up with fumbles. One down here bounced right. There's an element of luck, no question about it.
Sure.
But one down here that bounced up in their hands, which could have bounced in our hands and gone the other way.
No doubt. I know that part, sir.
That's 2 of those 3 plays I was talking about.
Well, you're right, and that's just it's a desire, and I think right now that I look at some of our kids, and I just think there's doubt in their mind still. We had a tough practice Tuesday, and I just told them until you get a belief, it's really tough. Like you have to truly believe, and so. But you can't just believe it, then you got to go out and you have to do it like you're saying. And, out there in those huddles, you try to tell those guys, all it takes is one play, guys, right? They made a couple, all it takes is one pick, one strip, anything right there, and it would have been back to a one-score game. And now the pressure is on them in terms of the plays they have to call and the quarterback execution. And, I'm not sure our kids, they hear it, but we got to find a way for somebody to step up and make those plays. And it's not just one guy, it's really the whole team.
Well, anybody that's experienced coaching certainly understands. We know you've got a difficult job, but I hear a lot of positive. I've seen a lot of positive, and I know you're on the right road now. I feel like this program is in great shape compared to maybe where we have been a little bit in the past. So I think that you're doing the right thing, Coach. And by the way, what do you want to tell the guys about playing defending state champions next week?
Well, I hope that really I've tried to tell the
By
kids.
the way, they lost again tonight.
It's not really who you're playing. You're really playing yourself. I mean, tonight I told the team at halftime, we have self-destructed 2 or 3 times. The special teams hurt us a little bit tonight. Our kick returns were a real problem.
Yeah.
We would field the ball to 25, and somehow we ended up starting at the 10, or we would get a penalty.
Yeah.
And, those are just things that have got to get better. I do truly believe our coaching staff is better than it was in terms of getting to know each other. I still think that's sometimes that takes time just to get a feel for how we want things done, and I'm learning how to maybe delegate those things a little bit better than. And I'm not real pleased with myself right now. I know the reason I say that is I want these players. I just don't know if I've instilled that belief yet that it's going to take. And so, one thing anytime you take any job in life, if it's too easy early, it's going to get tough. So if it's tough, it's just challenging you and see how tough you are. And I think that's what, not only for our coaches but our players right now. It's easy to hang your head tonight and think, we're just going to be and whatever again. At some point here, one of these days, we're going to take a stand and make a couple plays.
I believe that.
I thought we had a chance tonight, and that's what I told them after the game. We had a chance, and they made them. We didn't. Okay, but let's put ourselves in this position again, hopefully next week, and moving forward. And let's see what we got. You know, we played a little shorthanded tonight, but everybody's a little shorthanded depending on the scenario. And so hopefully we can get our guys back next week, and let's see what we can do.
Coach, really appreciate you coming up here. If you got anything to add, go ahead and give us give us another positive if there is one. But I tell you what, I know there's a lot of people behind you. I mean, I want you to. I'm an old guy around here, and I talk to a lot of people, and there's a lot of folks really behind you and behind this Athenian football program, and all kinds of confidence that you're going to get it done.
Well, I do think that if you watch this, I know I said this last year, but we really are practicing better, I think, in spots. So that's a real positive. It's just we gotta find a way on game night. You know, I still not sure that. I don't know what it is we're missing on game night. Part of it is just, and whether it's leadership from players or leadership from somebody.
Don't you think a lot of it is just never having done it?
I know, and that's what I'm saying. That hurdle is the biggest one. You know, there's these small hurdles, and then there's this hurdle right now, and we have not. We're climbing it, but we haven't conquered it, so to speak.
It'll happen.
I hope so.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Good luck next week. Well, again, the Athenians go down tonight, and 0-2 on the season, but again, a lot of positives, and really, again, we thank Coach Slicker for coming up and speaking with us, and Brian, I really always have a good time working with you.
Yes.
Want to thank Austin for keeping the picture on, and Judy, I'm sure she had the right score, so
she did.
That's all we can do.
That's right.
So next week.
Yeah, we'll do it again next week here against Western Boone, and thanks for joining in tonight, and we will catch you then. Looking for an Athenians victory, first one here at home for the 2020 season.
Hey, see you next week.
Thank you.